Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we've got a show for you that is one of our absolute favourites. It's all about you sleeping better, you sleeping with luxury.
It's one of our best-selling products. And if you're thinking, selling duvets at this time of year when it's been so hot, this duvet is going to work for you all year round. When you get too hot, it releases all the heat through all those natural fibres. When you're too cold, it locks the warmth in. This is 100% mulberry silk filled. It's the finest quality of silk duvet that you can find out there. It's long strand silk. It's anchored into position, so you have an even distribution of filling throughout. And then the outer is 100% cotton. So everything is natural, everything is breathable. Even in these really hot nights that we've been having, we're still sleeping under our duvet that we've had for, let's say, decades.
Yeah, about 27 years. Yeah. And honestly, it changes the way you sleep. It is the most luxurious AAA grade mulberry silk that you're seeing right there, the purest of silks, the king of silks. It's going to work for you all year round. So on the hottest of nights, you're never going to be too hot. On the coldest of nights, you're never going to be too cold. Honestly, it ticks every single box to help you get that better night's sleep.
Right now you can see it's machine washable, so it's going to go in your washing machine. The other great thing is it dries really quickly because it's not really bulky and really heavy. You've got 4 sizes available, your standard UK sizes, single, double, king and super king are the sizes we've got for you, and they all come under the same item number. 212998 is your item number.
Massive savings. And you know the best thing, if you're skeptical, if you're thinking, I wonder, I do sleep so hot and I really struggle, I'm really struggling to sleep through these hot nights, or perhaps you're thinking, well, in the winter I'm always freezing, is it really going to work for me? You get the opportunity to get this home and to sleep under it and try it. You have a money-back guarantee from our lovely Raymond.
Speaking of our lovely Raymond, let's say hello to him, because he's sat over there on his
And
lonesome.
he is our lovely Raymond. Mwah, how are you?
Well, Hayley, thank you for... It's a long time
so
since I've been called
away.
lovely Raymond. I've been called many things, but not lovely Raymond.
Always lovely from us. Raymond, tell us about the duvet, if you would, and why it's sleep changing, isn't it, for so many people?
Hayley, as you know from previous shows we have done, we have known one another for 27, 28 years. And before we started in television, both you and I and Sean, we worked in the exhibition industry. So we were friends for 27, 28 years. Mm-hmm. So you know that we talk to the public, they tell us their likes and their dislikes. For 200 days of every year, you'll find me at an exhibition somewhere. Tomorrow, Southport Flower Show opens, we'll be there. There's a caravan show at Malvern, we'll be there. So we talk to the public on a regular basis. They tell us their likes and their dislikes. So it's fair to assume that we have a pretty good idea of what the public like and they dislike. The biggest problem people have as far as getting a decent night's sleep, Sean, is not being too cold in bed. Mm-hmm. It's being too hot.
Yeah.
People waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, one leg dangling out the bed, backside sticking out the duvet, duvet off, duvet on, duvet off, duvet on. Now they're awake when they should be asleep, Sean. And one of the main reasons, not the only reason perhaps, but one of the main reasons, they overheat. Now silk stops that happening. Quite simply, it lets your body breathe. It'll keep you warm in the winter, really warm, and it will keep you cool in the summer. Now people say to me, hold on, how is that possible? The honest answer is, I don't know. Only one person knows, Hayley, Mother Nature. Yeah. She's had the secret under lock and key for 5,000 years. But it's a simple fact of life. When you buy and sleep under a silk duvet, there's every possibility it will give you a better night's sleep than you're currently having with the duvet you're sleeping under. Now, we guarantee these duvets for 10 years. We give you a money-back guarantee. If you're not totally satisfied, one telephone call to our office will refund your money instantly. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone, no questions. Don't like it? Money back. So you cannot waste your money by trying one of these duvets. It's machine washable, a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. The largest one we make is a Super King. It weighs 2.5 kilos. That'll fit in any standard UK machine. You never have to pay 25, 30 pounds to have this dry cleaned or laundered. Here's the best news of all. It carries the Allergy Board certificate. It's the only silk duvet currently being sold in the United Kingdom that has this coveted certificate. No dust mites. So anybody with allergies, why waste your money in any other duvet? Why not sleep under the one that's approved by the Allergy Board?
And we're seeing
so it's a wonderful product.
And
It's
that
on
is
screen
huge,
now.
isn't it? That's a certificate you get that you don't get once and then you can keep that forever.
No,
you
no.
have to get that year after
Hayley,
year after year.
You're quite right to point that out and mention that to anybody listening. The Allergy Board in the United Kingdom are based in Warwick University, and they're very clever people. They're cunning. This is what they do. They issue the certificate for 1 year at a time. They can come into our premises unannounced. They don't phone up and say, I'm coming Friday at 9 o'clock. They just walk in off the street and they check to make sure that all the claims we are making on television are authentic, to make sure our premises are clean and hygienic. In other words, to make sure that we're offering the public something which they'll be proud to own. This is not an ordinary duvet. You can buy ordinary duvets in any shop in the United Kingdom. This you can only buy from myself or from Shop and TV.
And we have got some fantastic
And,
prices,
well,
Raymond.
that's the interesting thing, Hayley, price. Because you're quite right. Especially in the present economic climate, people are tight for money. I know my family are tight for money. So it's important you get value for money. And here's the interesting thing. We are offering this duvet this morning at a price which is slightly less than
Don't
we were
tell 'em,
charging
Raymond.
for
Don't
it
tell 'em
Don't
yet,
tell 'em,
Raymond.
20
Raymond.
years ago.
Honestly, stop. We have got so much to tell you, but you have got a price you won't quite believe. So stay with us. We'll run through those prices. But we will warn you right now, we're very low on stock. Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, we're welcoming STV, Freeview already with us. We have got a fantastic show for you. We've got a show which we will warn you right at the top of the show. This is one of our most luxurious products, one of our best-selling products, and we are starting the show very low with stock. So if you see anything you like, we can't stress enough, put it in a basket and check that basket out as soon as you possibly can. This is sleep changing,
It
isn't
certainly is. It's the luxury level when it comes to a duvet. But if you want to get especially the single or the Super King, you have got to be quick. We're going to put some details on the screen for you. All sizes are available at the moment. Single, double, King and Super King.
And this is all about changing the way you sleep. This is about you getting into bed at night knowing that whatever the weather, however hot it is, and gosh, we've had some hot nights, that you won't overheat in bed. However cold it is in the winter, you're not going to be too cold. This is an all year round duvet that honestly works for you. And if you sleep with a partner, works for your partner, even if you sleep completely differently. They're moaning they want a big, heavy, thick duvet. You want a lighter duvet. This is going to work for you. It's going to work for the kids. Perhaps they're going to sleep better. Because if you're getting too hot or too cold and you're waking up...
It disturbs your sleep.
Yeah. And this is great because you're seeing here, and this clip is really great to have a little look at. It is a really sort of compact duvet. So if you do want to travel with it, if you do caravan, if you do glamping, this is going to be ideal. But that lightweightness is a real asset when you're changing the duvet cover. machine washable, and it will fit in your washing machine.
Yeah, and it'll dry really quickly as well. It will go in a tumble dry on a low setting if you want it to. But this is allergy seal of approval, a UK seal of approval that this
and one of the
duvet's
only
got.
silk duvets we know in the UK that has that, which is fantastic.
Everything is natural, remember, whether it's the cover, the 100% cotton cover on the outside, to that 100% silk filling, and not any old silk, the finest quality Mulberry long strand AAA grade silk.
Should mention 10-year warranty. Oh, and if you're sceptical, perhaps you're at home thinking there's no way, that's not going to work for me. I get so hot, there's nothing that stops me getting too hot at night. You've got a money-back guarantee. We want you to get this, get it home, and we want you to try it. Perhaps you suffer with allergies. Again, we want you to get this home, and we want you to try it. We want you to see how, for us, 27 years ago, when we bought ours from Raymond, who's with us, it changed the way we slept.
All sizes come under the same item number. 212998 is that item number. All items coming with PayPal Pay in 3, so you can split the cost over 3 interest-free payments if you pay on the website. That's shopontv.co.uk. But let's introduce the man himself to give us a quick preview of all these fabulous products that he brings us. Look at him, wise, the wise man.
Our lovely Raymond.
Yes, hello. Morning, Hayley.
How are
Morning,
you, my
Sean.
love?
Morning to all the viewers. Happy to be here, ready for the show, looking forward to it.
Tell everybody, if anyone hasn't seen these fantastic products, why Mulberry Silk? Why this AAA grade Mulberry Silk? What can it do for us?
Well, AAA grade Mulberry Silk is considered by the professionals within the silk industry to be the king of silks. If you go into Google or Wikipedia and type in all about silk, now remember, they're not trying to sell you a duvet. They're just answering questions. This is how they will answer you. They will say, within the silk industry, Mulberry is considered to be the king of silks. Now that's an interesting word, Hayley, king. There can only be one king. Some would aspire to be king, but no, there can only be one king. And within the silk industry is Mulberry. Now, we are using the very high grade, AAA grade Mulberry silk. So the filling within the top cover is excellent. The top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. It's long fibre cotton. Now, some people may know this, other people may not. So I'll take 20 seconds to explain this to you. Long fibre cotton is better than short fibre cotton. If cotton is picked using a machine or a mechanical device, cotton becomes stressed and it breaks and you get short fibre cotton. If you pick it by hand, it's a much more gentle process. It doesn't stress, it doesn't break, and you get long fibre cotton. Now, the advantage of long fibre cotton is softer, it's more luxurious. Ironically, although it's softer, it's stronger and longer lasting than short fibre cotton. It doesn't pill as easy, it doesn't bobble as easy, and it washes beautifully. So there's only 2 parts to this duvet, top cover and the filling. Top cover, the best of the best. The filling, undoubtedly the best of the best. So what we've done is not rocket science. We have taken the 2 most famous fabrics in the world. We have manufactured a top quality product using these fabrics, nothing else. We're guaranteed for 10 years and we give you a money back guarantee. No arguing, no fighting on a telephone, no long discussions. If you phone up and say, hold on, I bought one of your duvets, don't like it, we say thank you for trying it. Here's your money back. Now, Hayley, here's the interesting thing. You and Sean know this. Every year, thankfully, I'm not being boastful when I say this, every year in Britain, we sell tens of thousands of duvets, for which we're very thankful. The amount we get returned, you know when you go shopping, Hayley, and you have a trolley, the amount we get returned every year would fit into a supermarket trolley out of tens of thousands. Now, I haven't made that up. That's a fact. If you buy this duvet, consider it to be an investment. It's an all-weather duvet. You don't need one for the winter and a second one for the summer. Warm in the winter, cool in the summer, machine washable, allergy board approved, dust mite free, the best of the best, money back if you're not pleased. All we're asking you to do is try it.
And we've got prices that you can't afford to miss out on. Honestly, our deals are phenomenal. We will warn you right at the top of the show again, stock-wise, we have not got the stock we would normally like for this show. It's always a super busy show, so it is going to be first come, first served. And one of the sizes we're very low on stock is the single. Perhaps your little ones aren't sleeping well. Perhaps they wake up because they're all hot and clammy in the morning. Perhaps they'll sleep a little bit longer under a silk duvet. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that. You've got a money-back guarantee to get it home and to try it. And for young ones going into bed for the first time, any accidents,
the fact it's machine washable as well. Yeah, the care of this duvet is fantastic. But the duvets aren't all we've got. We're going to give you a quick preview of everything that Raymond's brought us on the show.
But should we just see the prices just very quickly? We'll give you all the deals, and then if you want to order right now, we're warning you the stock is low. Very low on the single. We'll pop them all in for you. The single, the double, the king, and we have got the super king for you. The double and the king, we've got a little bit more stock. The single and the super king, very low in stock. So if you go for the single, normally £169 down to £139, and of course with PayPal on our website you can split that cost to £47.98. That's the first of 3 payments. See if your little one sleeps better. Then we've got the double.
The double size, again, same item number we talked about, should be £239, £60 saving here, down to £179, and that comes down to £61.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments with PayPal. The king size, now always really popular. Well, all sizes are popular, but the king size is one of the most popular.
I think a lot of people got a king size bed, or they think, well, actually, I'm going to upsize my duvet. I want the drape that I see in the magazine. So go from, they've got a double bed, but they get a king size duvet.
Yeah, £259 comes down to less than £200. £199 is the price there, and that's £67.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. We do still have the Super King in stock at the moment, but only just, I'm hearing from the gallery. If you do have a Super King bed, you want to get the Super King duvet, please don't hang around. We're busy on the phones and the web. £279 comes down to £219, and that's £74.65 on your first of 3 payments.
First come, first served, and get it and try it with that money back guarantee. You've got nothing to lose, but you might miss out on actually getting it this morning. Now, something we've got to talk to Raymond about is this, isn't it?
It's the most beautiful pillow. I mean, just look at it. Look at the shape. Look at the loft to the pillow. And when we talk about the silk and the cotton, all those features we've talked about are actually in this pillow as well. But we'll get Raymond to explain why it was so long in the making, Raymond.
Well, Sean, it was so long in the making for one reason.
Yep.
There's an old saying, the devil is in the detail.
Yeah.
There's no point rushing into making a product when you start from new. Now, you and I both know, because we've done many shows, this is horrifying, every single year in Britain, 10 million cheap, nasty, horrible pillows are thrown into landfill.
That's shocking.
Now, some people find that incredible. When I researched it, I found it incredible. I knew it was many millions, but not as many as 10. Every year, 10 million end up in landfill. Every single year, Hayley, the British public spend over £100 million buying cheap, nasty, horrible pillows. In my local supermarket, 2 days ago, I have to do the shopping for our house because my wife's not too well, so I go shopping for all the bits and pieces we need. So I'm in the supermarket 2 or 3 times a week. They were selling a twin pack of pillows, 2 in the pack. National chain, giant supermarket, 2 pillows, £6.
Good grief.
Now, anybody with anything between their ears
That would pull me
must know it's impossible to make a pillow that's any good and sell it for £3. Just impossible. So that's why 10 million every year end up in landfill. Now, this pillow came about because a buyer at a very large TV company, she said to us, you know, the public love your duvets. They really do. Why don't you make a pillow to the same high standards?
Yeah.
Well, we went back to our head office in Vancouver. We went to work. We have a research and development department there, and we went to work making a pillow. And this is the pillow we ended up with. Now, at this point, I should mention, the Bedding Association, who are clever people, they know what they're talking about. They reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, they're not, but if they were, they reckon the percentage it would be returned, Hayley, would be roughly 60 or 65%.
Wow.
Now keep that figure at the back of your mind, Sean, 60 or 65%. When we started selling this pillow to the public, in the first 13 months, through our efforts at exhibitions, flower shows, knitting shows, ideal home type exhibitions, we sold 86,000 pillows. Now, we didn't get 60 or 65% returned. Believe it or believe it not, we got 19 individual pillows returned.
Wow.
Out of 86,000. Not 19%.
19 pillows.
Now, here's the reason why. This one I'm holding in front of me, this is the one I sleep on at home. It's been slept on for 6 years, roughly 18,000 hours. It's been washed at least 25 times. The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. The filling within the top cover, we tell you on the label exactly what's in it. We're not trying to hoodwink anyone. If you were to cut this open, in the middle, tells you here, you have a little pocket of fiber to give you support for your neck and your shoulders, to give you total comfort. All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer after layer of long fiber, AAA grade Mulberry silk. The king of silks, the best of the best. Layers of it in this pillow. Tells you that on the label. It's machine washable. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape. So why do I bring this one with me? I'll tell you why. So I can hold it up to the camera and anyone thinking of buying this pillow can make a judgment. Ask yourself a simple question. 6 years old, washed 25 times, slept on for 18,000 hours. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? We guarantee we will give you your money back if you don't like it. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone. Instant refund. Here's the best news. You can only buy it from two people, from myself or from Shop and TV. Shop and TV, buy them from me. On my website, for this pillow, I charge £60 and £5 postage. And to use a modern phrase, I'm not ripping people off. That's the true value of this pillow. Shop and TV buy very large quantities, and they work on very skinny, tight margins. They charge for this pillow not £60, they charge £40. My advice to anybody watching is to buy this pillow. 19 returned out of 86,000. At this point, I'll stop talking.
And that is the thing, the peace of mind. You get this home, you can try it. Perhaps you really suffer with sort of the heat, sweaty neck, wild bed hair in the morning. You'd like something that was more breathable. Perhaps, again, it's allergies. Remember, that silk, dust mites don't like silk. So, again, you can get it home and see if it makes a difference. And when we have got those days when we've not been so well, coughing and sneezing, dribbling, which I know ladies don't do, but the fact you can machine wash this, I can't. Can you imagine? Look at the pillow if you're still in bed now, or you're in bed, it's where you should be really at this time. If you're in bed, have a look at your pillow. How do you think it would turn out if you put it into the washing machine. The fact you can machine wash these, so it always feels like a clean
And
bed
it always
day.
comes out looking like new, even when you scrunch the pillow up like Raymond showed us. When you let it go, it just bounces back into shape. The fact it's all natural on the outside, so you've got that breathability. You're not constantly looking for the cool spot if you've been overheating. £40 is your price. If you are multi-ordering, you only pay one postage. That's really important.
Yeah, don't fall out with your partner and only buy yourself one. Order two. And remember, you have got that money back guarantee. And they are a lovely gift idea. I think any home, we never have good pillows, do we? I think all of us struggle with pillows. We stay at a friend's and their pillows are absolutely shocking. So to find a pillow that actually works for you, it is a really tricky thing. And for so many, this pillow has changed the way people sleep. Imagine waking up, not waking up because your head's hot and sweaty, not waking up because your neck's not comfortable. Remember the design to support your head and the neck, but again with that fabulous silk and that beautiful Egyptian cotton.
Haley, I'm sorry to interrupt you here.
That's all right.
When I mentioned earlier about being in my supermarket at home, 2 pillows for £6. We're in Manchester here, this studio, and about 9 months ago, I was in the largest retailer of pillows in Manchester.
I remember this.
Right, now this is shocking. It really is shocking, Sean. They had a mountain of pillows. I'm not talking about a dozen, a half a dozen. I'm talking about 200 or 300 piled up in pallets, right? They were charging for this pillow £6 per pillow. And when I read the label to see what the filling was inside, the pillow was filled with recycled plastic bottles.
Oh my
Now imagine a hot July evening, 4 o'clock in the morning, right? You're waking up, it's hot, it's humid, it's sticky. Your head's on a pillow full of plastic beads.
My neck feels hot already.
Just talking about it.
Just the thought of it.
Well, you know, Sean, when I phoned the buyer here, I said, I'm standing in, I won't mention the name of the company, I'm standing here beside a mountain of pillows filled with recycled plastic bottles. The buyer, who's vastly experienced, she said, surely not, Raymond, surely not. I had to take a picture of the label and send it to her. She wouldn't believe it.
You couldn't bear to buy one, but you took a photo.
Haley, can I tell you, honestly, some of the rubbish that's inside pillows that are sold to the public, Sean, is frightening.
And I think people know this because so many, if you speak to anybody, and as soon as you said this tonight, we've got a new producer who's like, I've had so many pillows.
Yeah.
We're all the same because we buy pillows and they never work for us.
But what happens, you're in the supermarkets, it's mainly supermarkets, you're walking along with your trolley, there's a picture of a beautiful young girl. She's always sleeping like this. She's got lovely white
Full
teeth.
makeup on.
Angelic.
Lovely. She looks beautiful. Her hair's perfect, and she looks blissful and happy. And there's a little click in your brain, and you think you stop thinking. You just lift them, and they're in the trolley.
Yeah.
And that's why every year 10 million pillows end up in landfill. And for people who worry about the environment, when that pillow goes into landfill, it takes up to 200 years for it to break down and vanish.
It's crazy.
And you can believe it, can't you?
Yeah, the value here is brilliant. The luxury is brilliant. So many of you have got these in baskets already. Remember, £40, a £20 discount against the usual price.
Money back guarantee, machine washable, and again, changing the way you sleep. There's nothing worse than waking up and you haven't slept well because of that pillow. You're folding it over and you're repuffing it up, you're turning it over, trying to get a cool spot. Honestly, get it home and try it with that money back guarantee. It is a fantastic gift idea as well. Perhaps you've got weddings coming up. No home can have enough pillows, and most homes don't have decent pillows, and you have got the opportunity to get, I would say, one of the best pillows you can come across. But again, you've got the opportunity to try it. 654433 is that item number. And remember, you've got that core support, that fibre core support, but then surrounded with that luxurious long fibre, AAA grade Mulberry Silk. The breathability of that Mulberry Silk, the fact that dust mites don't like that Mulberry Silk. So many reasons to try this.
Do multi-order there. And speaking of multi-ordering, if you want the complete experience, we've got some gorgeous silk pillowcases from Raymond. Once again, these are Mulberry Silk, that finest quality. We've got 5 different colours to choose from.
A brand new colour.
At the moment.
Yes, yeah. At the moment, yeah. Again, we always struggle with stock when Raymond comes in. We're massively busy. You found things already, so the choice of colours will be as long as the stock is available. I want you to go onto the internet and put in. Is a mulberry silk, not even mulberry silk, but is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? Is a silk pillowcase good for my skin? The reason I started buying silk pillowcases is both my beautician and my hairdresser advised me to.
Yeah.
Beautician, I was like, why am I always so creased on this side of my face more than the other? And she was like, which side do you sleep on? I was like, oh gosh, yeah. Because sometimes you can create those creases through the night, but we'll explain how silk can help with that. But then my hair as well, always so, I perm it, I dry it, I straighten it, and always so brittle. And my hairdresser said, have you ever tried sleeping either with a silk bonnet or a silk pillowcase? But do your own research. Lots we can't say, but even put in, why do celebrities love their silk pillowcases?
Always travel with silk pillowcases. The great thing is you'll be in contact with this whenever you lay your head upon this pillowcase. You've got 5 colours in total, 4 colours we're looking at in the little clip that you see here. You've got the gorgeous Arctic, which is that silver blue. You've got a white, you've got a desert, which is that gorgeous golden colour. And then there's a sage, which is a golden green.
They're all really calming, great colours. And I think if you look at your colour scheme, perhaps your duvet, you'll have flecks of those colours going through your duvet or through your curtains. They're going to fit into your room and your decor so well. But it's actually when you pop your head onto this pillowcase, you really will appreciate. And when you wake up in the morning, you really will appreciate the qualities of a silk pillowcase. But there's a lot of reasons to get our Mulberry Silk AAA grade silk pillowcase, because it is far superior to anything we've found in the past.
Without a doubt, because you've got, well, we'll get Raymond to explain the point of difference, because there's lots of differences with this, isn't there?
Well, the main difference is one word, quality.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, Hayley, nothing beats quality. And we mentioned earlier in the show, and I mentioned it again, I always tell people repeatedly when I'm on television trying to sell silk products, check everything I say. Go into Google or Wikipedia. And if you go into Google or Wikipedia and type in all about silk, they will tell you that mulberry silk is the best. We are using AAA grade, so you can't get better. Right. Now, when people come up to me at a live presentation, they say to me, I've read about these pillowcases. They stop your wrinkling, don't they? Now, they get an awful shock, Hayley, when I say, I'm sorry, nothing will stop your wrinkling. And unfortunately, nothing will stop your wrinkling. Eventually, your skin will lose its elasticity and you will wrinkle. It happens, some people quicker than others, but you will eventually wrinkle. Now, what silk does, in no uncertain fashion, it slows the process down dramatically. It really does. The reason being, in silk, there are 18 amino acids. One of them, a very important one, is called sericin. You spell that S-E-R-I-C-I-N. Now, what sericin does as you sleep, it traps the moisture in your skin and it keeps your skin hydrated. If you sleep in a cotton pillowcase, and this is not ridiculous sales talk, it's a simple fact, cotton will take the moisture from your skin, dry your skin out, and that's when your skin starts to wrinkle and crease. Silk does exactly the opposite. It traps the moisture within your skin, so that's good. And ask your hairdresser what it does for your hair. If he or she is knowledgeable, Hayley has just said, they will tell you that silk, there is no static in silk, so it cuts out frizz. Not at all. Cuts out frizz. And if you have long hair in particular, you don't have to tie it up at night. You don't wake up in the morning with bedhead. Now, one final thing I should mention, 2 things actually, about this particular silk pillowcase. This has happened quite a lot recently. 1 or 2 people have come up to me, they've said, could I have a look at your pillowcases? And when I've handed it to them, they've said, oh, hold on, these have silk on both sides. And I said, well, of course they do. And they said, well, we bought some recently. One lady said to me, she paid £47.50 for some pillowcases as a gift for her niece. And they only had silk on one side.
Gosh.
So when you're buying, particularly on the internet, be careful. Read the label. Make sure you're buying the real McCoy. These are made by the official Mulberry Silk Company. These are the real McCoy. And the final thing I should mention is long-fibre silk. It's going to last you a long time. Silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world. We estimate the life of this pillowcase. Wash it in a cold wash, 30 degrees, as often as you want. We estimate it'll last you 25, 30 years. I sell them on my website at, I think it's £45 each. They're on sale here for 35. That's £10 you've saved. And a pound saved is a pound earned. So you might as well save £10. They're sold with the money-back guarantee. And one final thing I should mention. There's a saying, Sean, that's known the whole world over. Smooth as silk.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what we have done, and to the best of my knowledge, no other company selling silk pillowcases have this feature. On the inside of the pillowcase, we have sprayed on a layer of cotton. It's so thin you can hardly see it, but I can assure you it's there. Now, compared to silk, cotton, even the most expensive cotton, is slightly coarse. So when you put the pillow into the pillowcase, you've got cotton against cotton, and it grips, and it keeps the silk on the outside smooth as silk. So you don't get the tram lines in your face that Haley was talking about. So it really is a very special product, sold at a really wonderful price. If you have any member of your family who takes a pride in their appearance, who wants the skin to look good, the hair to look good, buy a couple of silk pillowcases. The colours are wonderful. There's a money-back guarantee. You've got nothing to lose by trying them.
And again, AAA grade Mulberry Silk. If you're going to buy a silk pillowcase, honestly, please, and I had tried a few before Raymond bought these out, go for this with that money-back guarantee. And if you love your skincare, think about putting that skincare on and then you're sleeping against something that's actually drawing the moisture out. You're sleeping with something that I really do think, and you can do your own research, can help with that skincare working better through the night, because you're sleeping on such a beautiful, natural product that has so many benefits. And do your own research again. Benefits for skin, benefits for hair, when you're talking about silk pillowcases. Colour option wise, we have actually now got 5 colours, which is quite exciting.
You were just seeing that lovely blush pink that we've got here in the studio. That's the latest colour. So there's 5 in total. You've got the sage at the back, you've got the Arctic blue, you've got the pure white, and then you've got the desert, which is like a golden champagne colour. All beautiful, muted colours. All going to be great in your bedroom. That lovely calming colours across the board.
Yeah, and I think you'll find a fleck of one of those colours in your decor, whether that's in your duvet, whether that's in your the paint on your the wallpaper that you've got, or the curtains that you've got. I think they're a great gift idea for anybody that loves their skincare, loves their hair products. But I will warn you, this is one of the items that we are very low in stock.
Yeah, across the
I'll
board,
be honest, across the whole colour options, we are talking really double figures already. We've got lots of these
Haley,
in baskets.
can I just mention something? I must apologise to the viewers. I forgot to mention this. When I talk about silk trapping the moisture in your skin, very often ladies and some men, when they go to bed at night, put expensive creams on. These little tubs that you buy for 30, 40 and 50 pounds, you put them on your face to help your skin. And then you put your head on a pillowcase that's cotton. That cotton will take a high percentage of that cream from your skin. That cream you paid 30, 40, 50 pounds for. The cotton will take it from your skin. Silk will trap it on your skin, and it works in tandem with the cream. It's like a booster in a car, a turbo. So it really does give you extra benefits when you sleep on silk.
They work side by
Forgot
side,
to mention
don't they?
that. It's important that you know.
It's brilliant. Any kind of skincare that you're talking about that you want those maximum effects, silk pillowcase, well, they work side by side.
And again, you've got a money-back guarantee. You can't go wrong with our luxury Mulberry Silk collection. And you can check everything out on our website, shopontv.co.uk. On the website, of course, you can always order on our phones. Our phone lines are always there for you. But if you can go to the website, click onto the live on air, shop now, and that'll take you through to our live show. And when you scroll down, you'll find all of Raymond's fabulous products. And all Raymond's products, you have got that incredible money-back guarantee.
If you are multi-ordering across the show, you'll only pay one postage. Lots of people already doing that, going for duvets and pillows and pillowcases, or going for all three. It is really busy already, so whatever you're going for, check your baskets out sooner rather than later. Like we say, some of the stock is really low.
And it's all about changing the way you sleep.
Yes, yeah. It
Honestly,
can make a difference.
if you're awake right now because you can't sleep, you've woken up because you're far too hot. If you really struggle with your duvet, you're kicking it off, you're tucking it out under in the winter, honestly, this will drape over you like luxury. If you turn over, you'll never get that draft going down your back. But in the winter, you'll never be too cold. But right now, on the hottest of nights I think we've ever had, you won't be too hot. Because I want to have something on me. I don't want to lay on the bed with
naked
nothing.
or just with a sheet over the top of you.
For anybody that walks in, that wouldn't be right. But I want to be covered. And if you've got a duvet,
You're a dead man, Sean.
we stayed in a hotel recently. Also, we stayed with a family member, and we woke up one morning, and it was the summer. We were so hot. I was like, my pajamas were wet. I was like, I'm so clammy. And I was convinced they'd got the heating on. It's summer. I was like, they've got the heating on, Sean. I went to the radio. I said, they haven't got the heating on. Have they got underfloor heating? I was like, it's boiling in here. And then we realised it wasn't anything to do with the heat in the house or even really the weather of the day. It was the duvet.
It was hollow fibre, the duvet. So what happens then when you sleep underneath there? The heat rises, it hits the hollow fibre, and then it comes back against you.
It's like sleeping in an oven.
It's pressure cooker.
Hayley, you said something there which is very true. When you've been used to sleeping under silk, and I should mention something we haven't mentioned to the camera so far this evening. Hayley and Sean bought a duvet from me at the Idea Home exhibition in London 27 years ago. They were total strangers. In those days, the Idea Home exhibition lasted for a month. They were staying in a hotel behind the exhibition. The duvets were awful. Nearly said something else there.
Careful.
The duvets were awful. So Hayley came along to our stand. She said, how good are your duvets? I said, well, why don't you buy one and try it in your hotel tonight? And if you don't like it, bring it back in the morning and I'll give you your money back. And she did. And 27 years later, they're still sleeping under it. So the reason I've gone round about the houses at this point is to point out to you, Hayley and Sean definitely know what they're talking about as far as silk duvets are concerned. Now, Hayley has said something there. She might not have realised she said it. It's only after you've slept under a silk duvet for a certain length of time, when you move away and sleep under a regular duvet, that you realise how special a silk duvet is. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is special. Very, very special. Warm in the winter, cool in the summer, machine washable, allergy board approved, no dust mites. 10-year warranty, money back if you're not pleased. Try and get that type of deal from a shop anywhere in the United Kingdom.
And you've got you've got the opportunity to try. Honestly, our duvet looks just as good as this, and we've had it 27 years, so it's been washed many, many times. And we have become bed snobs, just like Raymond was saying. It's not until really we sleep somewhere else that we truly now appreciate, because we have this luxury every single night. We sleep somewhere else, and the duvet wakes us up. Yeah. This works for you every night of every week of every month throughout the whole of the year. Every season, whatever the weather, whatever the temperature.
That's really
it
important
wicks
to
away
point out.
30%. And again, ladies and gentlemen, please check this. It wicks away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. So if you share a bed with a partner who overheats, Very often one person likes the bed warm, one likes it less warm. That happens all the time. You can both sleep under this duvet, be perfectly comfortable because it self-reflects. It's a low conductor of heat. Any lady going through the menopause, don't think twice. Buy one. Instantly buy one. As far as sleep is concerned, it will change your life. It will wake away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. And if it doesn't, I promise you, I'm saying this directly into the camera, I will refund your money instantly, so you have nothing to lose by trying it.
You have nothing to
love
lose and
that.
so much to gain.
Such faith, isn't
Yeah,
it?
a better night's sleep. Perhaps you are like that and you go through the night and you're hot, you're cold, you're hot, you're cold. You really normally sweat. We've had so many 5-star reviews over the years, books of them, and lots of people saying exactly that. Or perhaps you're like us and you sleep completely differently.
That's a really good point. As a couple, I'm always warm, Hayley's always cold, and then in the night now
Gets too hot,
you get
yeah.
really hot. It works individually for both of you. So if you run at very different temperatures, it's brilliant. In fact, we've got a review like that. We'll show you it a little bit later.
Got to warn you, we are massively busy already. 10% of the whole stock has sold out and gone, but we will warn you, single and super king, we are down to double figures already. So it is going to be first come, first served. If you want to go for that single, perhaps your little one doesn't sleep well. Perhaps they wake up and they're all hot and clammy and like, oh, Mum, I'm too hot. This could completely change that, and they might sleep in a little bit later. Can't guarantee that, but you've got a money-back guarantee to see the difference, how it changes the way they sleep. Price-wise, should be £169. The only other place to buy it is from Raymond directly. That's Raymond's price. Our price tonight as an absolute Shop on TV special, £139, and split that cost, of course, with PayPal on our website to £47.98. That's the first of 3 payments. If you're buying for a young child, if they have an accident, do remember this is machine washable and a 10-year warranty. So if they have it when they're 5, they're going to be 15 before the warranty runs out.
Absolutely
You'll be throwing
brilliant.
them out before you throw the duvet out.
Now, every size comes under the same item number, remember, 212998. If you're going for that double size, should be £239, £60 saving. It comes down to £179. And with those PayPal payments, if you're paying on the website, £61.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments there. Then we go to your king size. Remember, these are standard UK sizes, all of these. Should be £259, less than £200. It comes down to £199 there. £67.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments for the king size. And then the Super King. Now, we are really low in stock on this Super King size. I think either Super King or the single will be first to go. If you want to go for it, it should be £279. A £60 saving brings it down to £219, and that's £74.65 on your first of 3 payments with PayPal. All coming under the same item number. Got to remind you, we've got pillows and pillowcases, all of which are massively busy as well.
Yeah, you're going to change the way you sleep tonight, and honestly, you might be at home thinking, really, will a duvet make that much difference? We could not believe that first night, the difference it made to the way we slept, and it truly did, and it does every single night. We've been sleeping under this exact duvet, not this duvet, but we could bring it in. It looks as good as this for 27 years. And honestly, hand on heart, if we ever sleep anywhere else, we just don't sleep well, and the majority of the time it's because we're too hot or too cold because of the duvet we're sleeping under. But you've got an opportunity not to have to believe us, to get it home and to sleep under it with your money-back guarantee.
And let's take a look at some of the reviews that we've just mentioned for you. Mary is first. This is brilliant. I wish I'd found your company years ago. Your silk duvet has transformed my life. I now sleep not waking in a hot sweat, and my husband, who felt he couldn't sleep without a seriously weighty duvet and is cold-blooded, also sleeps. That's what we were talking about. It works for you whatever body temperature you are, whatever season you're in. You don't need a winter duvet and a summer duvet. This duvet will see you through the seasons. Liam says, just saw your Mulberry Silk Duvet. I've got one of these and it's changed my life. That's another one. I used to toss and turn in my sleep and get hot every night, but someone recommended this to me and it is just amazing. I've even gifted this to my grandmother. That's brilliant. Superb her product. That's a great point. If you don't like heavy duvets,
My Auntie Cora, I wish this had been around when my Auntie Cora was alive. She was always cold, but she couldn't bear a heavy blanket on her, and this would have been just absolutely ideal, keeping her at that right temperature, but nice and lightweight. On her legs, because she really strong. My dad ended up making her like a little bridge to go under the bed to keep the weight off, because her skin was so frail. And that's the lovely thing. And the other lovely thing with it being a lightweight duvet is changing the duvet cover. Oh my word, it is so easy. And you know that when you have cleaned all the sheets, and that's one of the best nights, isn't it? It's like a clean
sheets night.
Oh, heaven. When you sleep under silk and when your head is on a silk pillow, because of the natural properties of silk, it always feels like a clean bed night.
It doesn't retain body odours.
Yes,
it's amazing, isn't it? It always feels fresh.
And once or twice a
clean.
year, on a warm sunny day, we've had plenty of those this year, if you drop it over the washing line in the garden, the UV rays of the sun totally purify and cleanse it. So that lovely feeling, Hayley's described it beautifully, clean sheets night, where you go into bed and you lie back and you think, oh, there is a God, thank you.
Yeah.
That's the feeling you get every night when you sleep under silk. But please remember, this is the only silk duvet, to the best of our knowledge, and I'm pretty sure we're correct, that has the coveted allergy board certificate. I have a copy of it here. It tells you here in plain, simple language, dust mites do not like silk. When they see silk, they pack a bag, they emigrate. Now, can I tell you, this certificate is issued for 1 year at a time. They do that for a reason. Very often, you go into a place of business, there's certificates in the wall, they're brown with age.
Yes.
They've been there for 30 or 40 years. Cannot happen with us. This is checked all the time. And if our standards drop, this is taken away overnight. And that's a terrible black mark against our company. We've had this for over 30 years. The other thing is, we have it, I'm just reading from it here, we have it for Canada, USA, United Kingdom, Ireland, all of the EU countries, I think there's 27 of them, New Zealand and Australia. Now, the reason why I mention that to the viewers, Hayley, very often what satisfies the customer in Canada or the authorities in Canada will not satisfy the authorities in New Zealand or Australia. But on this occasion, the quality of the product is so high. The manufacturing process is so perfect. They can find no fault. And as a consequence, we have been issued with this coveted certificate. Every bedding company in Britain would love to have this certificate. It's something that you only get if your product is very, very special. And this is.
They're handcrafted, aren't they?
Yes.
Raymond?
It takes two. I'll tell you how we get one of these, Hayley. You see this little cocoon on my finger. On that, you have 1 mile to 1.5 miles of silk.
Wow.
Now, in one duvet, Sean, you have between 5,000 or 6,000 of these.
Wow.
That's a fact. Now, how we get this little cocoon, we take the silkworm, we place it in a large metal tray, roughly the size of this bed. We place the metal tray into a darkened room and we keep it there for 35, 36 days. We feed the worm exclusively on the fruit of the mulberry leaves, red, black and white. Now, if we feed the worm on the red and black mulberry leaf, we get very high quality mulberry silk. If we feed it on the white mulberry leaf, we take a jump up, a step up. We get AAA grade mulberry silk. And that's what we're using here. Now there's a catch, there's a problem. There's always problems when you're manufacturing. The tree that provides the white mulberry leaf only grows in any commercial quantity in central and eastern China. So we constantly run out of AAA grade mulberry silk. That's why you hear Sean and Hayley very often saying, we're short, we haven't got the amount we need. because we refuse to use any other silk, only AAA grade, and it's in very short supply. 2 of my sons 3 weeks ago spent a month traveling all around China sourcing AAA grade mulberry silk, and we're still short of it. So if we wanted to drop our standards, we could have what we call a silk mix. But this is not a silk mix. This is pure AAA grade mulberry silk. That little cocoon, 6,000 of those in every duvet. Perfect. It's really wonderful, long fibre, each strand over 1 mile long.
And it takes nearly 2 days. They're handcrafted. You really have got the most luxurious product at a price that is quite incredible, with an opportunity to try with the money back guarantee, with a 10-year warranty, because again, it's all about quality, and allowing you to split the cost as well. Size-wise, we have got all sizes at the moment available, but only just. We are massively busy this morning. We had a really busy night last night as well. So check out the deals, and you are a step ahead at the minute, because we're joining ITV in around about 10 minutes. That it will go absolutely crazy then. So at the moment, you have got the opportunity to get the single and the Super King. When we join ITV, that might change very, very quickly.
So if you want the single size, a saving there of £30 down to £139, that comes down to £47.98 on your first of 3 payments. They all come under the same item number, 212998. Double size, you've got a £60 saving. The usual prices are the same prices that Raymond has on his website, £239, a £60 saving down to £179, and that comes down to £61.32 on your first of 3 payments in double. Then we go to king size.
King size is always really, really popular, and a lot of people actually size up their duvets. You've got a double bed, but you put a king size duvet on it. And when you look at the price difference, it's well worth doing that. You get much nicer drape, can hide all the rubbish under the bed as well. So if you want to go for that king size, not only have you got a massive saving, but you can split that cost as well with PayPal on our website to £67.98. That's the first of 3 payments. You pay that, you get this home and try it with that money back guarantee. And remember, if you sleep with a partner, it's going to work for both of you. Whatever the weather, however hot or cold you are, it's going to allow you to get that better night's sleep. But you can try this. And then you've got the Super King, which we are already really low in stock. If you're lucky enough to get this, it should be £279. Our special price for the show is £219, and again, you split that cost with PayPal on our website to £74.65. That's the first of 3 payments. Now, we're hugely busy, but we're also busy on a lot of the items, so do make sure you get the duvet. But we're just going to speak for a couple of moments before we go to ITV about the pillow, because this is a product that sells out time and time again.
And so many of you have already got these in baskets. So before we join ITV, check those baskets out, because it will go crazy in the next few minutes. Nearly 20% of the pillows
word. And we had a nice supply of the pillows.
We had a good number of pillows, but they're disappearing. So your item number is 654433. This is about having a core support in the middle of the pillow. That's then encapsulated by that gorgeous long strand mulberry silk AAA grade. That's then encased in Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. So breathability at this time of year is so important with your pillow, and that wicking away of moisture.
Yeah, how often do you wake up because you've got that hot, sweaty neck, or you're trying to find the cool spot on your pillow, or you wake up with that wild bed hair because you've been sweating all night? Think about that breathability, but also think about the fact that dust mites don't like silk. So where we're putting our head, our nose, our mouth, you know that silk, dust mites don't like to live in there. So if you suffer with allergies, again, give it a try. See if it makes that difference. And again, we're not making any claims. That's what silk is all about. You can do your own research. But again, you've got a money-back guarantee. Now, Raymond, we've only got a couple of minutes to talk about this before we go to ITV. But this was a big thing. Because your duvets, they're made to the highest quality. You took your time to make sure your pillows were just that same quality.
We were asked to make the pillow. I'll condense this down quickly. Yeah. We were asked to make the pillow by a very experienced buyer from a very large TV company. She said, your duvets are fabulous. Why don't you make a pillow to the same high standards? We did exactly that. We made a pillow to the same high standards. Right, top cover, as Sean said, Egyptian cotton, the filling within the top cover, pocket of fibre wrapped up in silk. So basically you have a pillow here that's special. This one I'm holding up is the one I sleep on at home. I bring it here so the viewers who think of buying a pillow can look at it and make a judgment. It's 6 years old, this pillow. I've slept on it for 6 years. That's roughly 18,000 hours. Looks good, doesn't it? It's been washed at least 25 times. Wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. When you wash it, it will not and it cannot lose shape because the filling within the top cover is long-fibre silk. Dust mites don't like it. Your head won't get hot on it. It sounds too good to be true. It really does, doesn't it? But all I can tell you is this. When we first started selling them, and we still sell them with a money-back guarantee. When we first started selling them, we offered them with a money-back guarantee. In the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows. We got 19 returned out of 86,000.
Wow.
That means, in my book, an awful lot of people were very, very happy with this pillow. The Bedding Association, who are clever people, they estimate we should have had, if it was an ordinary pillow, we should have had 60 to 65% returned, because that's a normal return rate for pillows. Every year in Britain, 10 million get thrown into landfill. Every year in Britain, the British public spend over £100 million buying cheap, nasty, horrible pillows that they throw into the bin. These figures sound incredible to the average person. Check them on Google or Wikipedia, and you'll find out it's a waste of your time, it's a waste of your money buying cheap, nasty pillows. Buy a decent pillow with a money-back guarantee. You'll have a better night's sleep, and you'll have done something clever.
You've got that money-back guarantee, so you get the opportunity to get this home. Have you ever been able to do that with a pillow? How many of us, when you have to throw them out, nobody wants pillows, you end up throwing them, you know, out at the tip.
Charity won't take them.
No, they won't.
Salvation Army won't take them.
I think some pet places take them,
no,
but that's about, have they
it's funny, I
stopped?
was just going to say that. The average cat and dog home, and they used to say with pillows, because charity won't take them, they say, oh, take them to the cat and dog home. They'll make dog beds from them. But now there's so many being thrown out, 10 million a year. The cat and dog homes say, look,
they don't have space.
We don't need them.
Yeah,
we haven't, you know. So you try and get, if you buy a cheap and nasty pillow, you're stuck with it. If you buy this and you don't like it, you can have your money back. That is the wonderful difference.
We had about half a dozen in the roof, didn't we? Because honestly, we've bought so many pillows. I'm like, I can't bear it. I'm a person that, you know, I've got 3 pillows, then I go down to 2 pillows, then I get another pillow back because they just don't work. That is going to not only look amazing on the bed because it's going to fill that pillowcase, and we like our bedrooms to look fantastic, but that's actually when you put your head onto that pillow that you'll really appreciate the difference sleeping on a AAA grade Mulberry Silk pillow, the difference it's going to make. But we're just hearing, and we had a nice amount of stock of this. And how much has already gone?
It's vanishing.
20% nearly has sold out and gone. It's going to be a bit of a sellout show. We are going to join ITV shortly. That's when we get really, really busy. You've got an early opportunity to make sure you get your duvet. You make sure you get your pillow, and don't forget our silk pillowcases as well.
If you want to go for this, it should be £60. It's £40. If you've got it in a basket, check that basket through. Don't miss out. If you are multi-ordering, you'll only pay 1 postage, remember.
If you've got a partner, don't just buy that for yourself, because you might not have a partner anymore. This could cause, you know, a bit of upset in the home. And if you've got a wedding to go to, honestly, no home has got too many pillows, and most homes have only got bad pillows. So get this home with that money-back guarantee. And remember, dust mites don't like silk. Perhaps you do suffer with allergies, not making any claims. Get it home, see if it makes a difference. That's what it's all about. If you have just joined us, don't go anywhere, though. We're going to go into much more detail so you'll understand what a difference it makes sleeping with AAA grade silk.
It's not just pillows, we've got duvets, we've got pillowcases, and we've got great deals on everything. We'll be right back.
Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV, ITV. It's great to have your company STV and Freeview already with us. It's really great to have you here because it's a show we absolutely love. Oh, by the way, I'm Hayley.
And I'm Sean.
Together with Shayley. But we don't care about that tonight because we are working alongside the lovely Raymond Mulberry Silk. This is AAA grade silk. We're going to warn you right at the top of the show before we put any details in. We are so busy that a lot of our items have already gone down to double figures. So it's going to be first come, first served. To change the way you sleep. Big statement, but a money-back guarantee to try and test everything.
We're talking about Mulberry Silk Duvets at fantastic prices, from single through to Super King. At the moment, we've got all sizes, but single and Super King, very vulnerable already. This is Mulberry Silk. It's the finest quality. It's AAA grade. It's long strand silk. This is a duvet that you will find you will keep on the bed all year round. It's going to be perfect in the winter to keep you warm, but perfect right now in these really hot nights when you're really struggling. If you're kicking the duvet off and it's waking you up night after night, you won't be kicking your Mulberry Silk duvet off because it releases the heat.
Yeah, imagine never being too hot in bed. Can you imagine in the winter never being too cold in bed? That's what silk does for you, but it is the quality of the silk. The AAA grade, you're seeing it right there, that pure white AAA grade Mulberry Silk. And we'll tell you the benefits and how that silk is created. These duvets, they're handcrafted, takes around about 2 days, and you have got a 10-year warranty on every duvet that we sell this evening. It's machine washable. If you're buying this for a little one, they're going into bed for the first time. Any accidents, throw it in the washing machine. If you're buying this for a 5-year-old, the actual guarantee lasts until they're 15. They'll be leaving home and you'll still have the duvet. They'll probably be taking the duvet with them. If you sleep with a partner and you both sleep very different, they sleep really hot, you sleep really cold, they want a big heavy duvet, you want a lighter duvet. Honestly, hand on heart, use the money back guarantee, get this home and try it, because this duvet will be right for everybody for that reason, however you sleep. And also, this duvet will be right for every day of every week, of every month, throughout the whole of the year, whatever the season, even when it's so extreme like it's been just recently, you won't be kicking this duvet off.
And when we say it comes with a 10-year warranty, we've had our silk duvet for 27, 28 years.
And that is the absolute truth. And you know, we're bed snobs. The only time we really appreciate now just how great our duvet is, because we're so used to it not waking us up, is when we sleep somewhere else. We slept in a hotel, hot and sweaty. Relatives last summer woke up convinced they'd got the heating on because we were so clammy. I was like, it's the summer, they've got the heating on. Have they got underfloor heating? And it wasn't. It was the duvet that was making us sweat. You've got a duvet that will make sure you are always at the right temperature.
Now we're going to give you a quick preview of all the products we've got on the show, starting with the duvet. Raymond is with us, and we've known Raymond, let's just say, for a couple of years, shall we?
Quite a few years, Sean.
A couple of decades, actually, isn't it?
27, 28 years
isn't
now.
it? Good grief.
To explain to the viewers, Sean and Hayley and myself, before, for a big part of our life, used to be at exhibitions throughout the country, selling various products to the public, and that's how we met. And we've been friends ever since. And Hayley and Sean bought a duvet from me 27 years ago, and they're still sleeping under it. Because silk, you know, ladies and gentlemen, silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world. And I always say when I'm at a live presentation, when I can speak direct to the public, right? When the person's standing in front of me, I always say to them, please, if you're buying this duvet, consider it to be an investment. It's an all-weather duvet. You don't need one for the winter and a second one for the summer. It's the same duvet winter and summer. It's machine washable. It has a 10-year warranty. We estimate this duvet will last you the best part of your adult life. Sean and Hayley, 27 years. They've been sleeping under theirs. It's a very, very special duvet. It's not an ordinary duvet. You can buy ordinary duvets in any shop in the United Kingdom. This you can only buy from Shop and TV or from myself or from my company at a live presentation, such as tomorrow we'll be at Southport Flower Show, yes, and we'll also be in there's a caravan show at Malvern. We're at different exhibitions throughout the country. We do about 100 a year. And we've been doing that for 67 years, giving my age away now, 67 years. So it's fair to assume that we have a rough idea what the public like and they dislike as far as bedding is concerned. Because for 200 days of every year, we're talking direct to the public and they're telling us their likes and their dislikes. And the biggest problem people have is not being too cold in bed, too hot in bed. People overheat. Silk stops that happening. It's a natural protein similar to your hair. It's a low conductor of heat. Top cover, Egyptian cotton. The filling within the top cover, AAA grade mulberry silk, considered by the silk industry to be the king of silks. It's the best. So you have nothing to lose by trying it. What we're asking you to do is trust us and buy it now and try it. If you don't like it, don't keep it. Send it back and we'll refund your money with the same speed and the same civility that we take it from you. So it's a wonderful chance to get a high quality product at an affordable price.
And Raymond, the allergy seal of approval, tell us about that, because I think this is
Well,
the
the allergy board is so important, Hayley. Every bedding company in Britain would love to have the allergy board certificate. It's a coveted certificate. They don't give them out willy-nilly. You have to have a special product to get it, right? Now, it's issued for 1 year at a time. And they do that because they're smart. Very often you go into a place of business, there's certificates like this in the wall, they've been there for 30 or 40 years. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes the people who have these certificates, once they've been granted them, they let the standards drop. And that cannot happen with the allergy board. They call in unannounced and check when you least expect them to come. And if our standards drop, this is taken away overnight. And interestingly enough, we have this certificate for Canada, USA, United Kingdom, Ireland, all of the EU countries, New Zealand, Australia, roughly 35 countries. Now, I mention that because very often what satisfies the authorities in Canada will not satisfy the authorities in Britain or Italy or Holland. But on this occasion, the quality of the product is so high and the manufacturing process is so precise and so perfect, they can find no fault. And as a consequence, we have been granted this coveted certificate. And I'll say it again, read into this what you want. Read into this what you want. No other company in the United Kingdom selling silk duvets has this certificate.
And this is all down to silk, such a natural, beautiful fabric, but actually dust mites don't like
It's
silk.
a really dry environment, so they don't like it. They're right. The other thing to mention is, remember, this isn't a silk mix or a silk blend.
Yeah.
I think that's really important because a lot of times out there on the market, you'll see it says silk duvet. And when you look at the breakdown,
Well,
Raymond,
Sean, this will shock you what I'm going to tell you. But it's a fact. In Britain, you can put a silk label on a product and this is legal. They get away with this. They should be ashamed of themselves, actually. It's awful. You can put a label on a product, Hayley, and there can be as little as 10% silk in it.
No way, and you can put it as silk.
Now, to give you an example, right? My son Martin, who you've known since he was a schoolboy,
Yeah.
right? He's not a schoolboy anymore, a schoolboy. He's got his own schoolboy, he's sent to school now. Anyway, 2 Christmases ago, he went into a very large, in Glasgow where I live, there's 2 main shopping centres, Sean. One of them has a very large shop in it, famous shop, selling high quality products. I have nothing bad to say about this shop. They are renowned for selling high quality products. and they've got a big reputation. Martin went in to buy a dressing gown for his mum for Christmas, and he noticed they were selling silk duvets. So he did what I always tell people to do. He was nosy. He went and read the label. Now, they were selling silk duvets, and for a king-size duvet, a king, how much do you think they were charging?
Oh, don't. Hundreds.
How much?
Oh, I don't
300. Come on,
know.
then.
400.
£512.
No way.
Now, when Martin read the label, there was only 12% silk in it. And it wasn't even mulberry silk. It was Tussa silk, which is a lower grade. But you can get away with this. Now, Sean, you were quite right to bring that to the viewer's attention. What they do, they get cotton, polyester, they polish it so it looks like silk. And to the untrained eye, you can't tell the difference. So you can be buying what you think is a silk duvet, and it's not a silk duvet. It's a silk mix. Sean used the exact correct word. It's a silk mix. It's like going into a baker shop that you've been going into for years, every day, and buying yourself an apple pie because you like an apple pie, and you take it home and eat it and go back and buy another one. And one morning you go in and they say, well, we're a bit short of apples, so we only put 20% apples in and 80% rhubarb, but it's still an apple pie. But it's not an apple pie. It's the same with the silk duvet.
Yeah. It is the absolute truth, and you've got 100% triple A grade mulberry silk. You've got a 10-year warranty. It takes about 2 days for these to be hand assembled, and you've got the biggest opportunity to really reap the benefits, to see how well you sleep under silk, because you've got a money back guarantee. If you fancy never ever being too hot in bed, never being too cold in bed, never kicking the duvet off, even on the hottest of nights that we've been having, being at that right temperature all night long, allowing you to get into that deeper sleep, to sleep for longer. Not making any claims, I'm saying get it home and try it with the money back guarantee.
Try it for yourself. Feature packed, like we say. Loads of you have got these in baskets already. If you are just joining us for the first time and you're thinking, oh, I'd love one of those, the easiest way to get it is to go to the website, shopontv.co.uk. Click that live logo that you see there on screen, and then just scroll down. As you scroll down, you'll see all the products that we've got available. We're going to talk about pillows and pillowcases in a moment, but there's the duvet. When you go through, you've just got to select your size. All sizes come under that same item number, so just select which one you want, add it to your basket, and then check it out, and it'll be on its way home to you. This is the great thing. It's a duvet that'll work night after night, season after season, and we've got fantastic prices.
Now, price-wise and size-wise, at this very moment in time, we have got all sizes, but only just. And we've only been with ITV for a matter of minutes now, and I do think stock is going to go with 2 sizes very quickly, the single and the Super King. We'll give you all the details. If you want to go for the single, now the single, this is going to be great. Perhaps you've got a young child going into bed for the first time. If they have an accident, it's not the end of the world. This is machine washable. Throw it in the washing machine. It dries super quickly. And what you'll find as well is with the 10-year warranty, if they're just 5 going into that bed for the first time, you've got the warranty until they're 15. They'll be leaving home and you'll still have the duvet, or they'll be taking the duvet with them, because they will appreciate how it's helped them sleep better. Perhaps your kids wake up clammy every morning, waking up early. Get it home and see if it makes a difference. You've got a money-back guarantee. You're saving normally £169 is the price. You can only buy them from Raymond himself or from us here on Shop on TV. Raymond's the only distributor of the Mulberry Silk Company duvets here in the UK. So price-wise, you've got the best price, and on our website, split that cost to £47.98. That's the first of 3 payments. Now, double, remember, it works for you. So if your partner sleeps really cold, you sleep really hot, it doesn't matter. If they like a heavier duvet, you like a lighter duvet, it is going to work for both of you. Get it home and try it. The double, £60 saving, normally £239, down to £179 with us. for the stock that we have. And again, you can split that cost to 3 payments of £61.32. But the double and the king size, actually, the king size is always the most popular.
Yeah, details for the king size on the screen now. Should be £259, £60 saving there also. Comes down to £199. That comes down to £67.98 on your first of 3 payments if you're using that PayPal. And remember, if you are multi-ordering, maybe you're going for a double for yourself and a single for the kids, a couple of pillows, you'll only pay 1 postage. I've popped the details on for the Super King. That could be the first to sell out. Really busy there on that Super King size. It should be £279. It's down to £219. And that comes down with PayPal paying 3 to £74.65 on your first of 3 payments if you're paying on the website. That's shopontv.co.uk.
It is first come, first served, so we'll leave you there with those details. Jot down that item number, and if you want, you do need to order it and check your baskets out as soon as you can, especially if you want the single or the Super King. But we've got to jump ahead of ourselves a little bit because you are, oh my goodness, shopping crazily tonight, or sensibly. Perhaps you're up because you're not sleeping well. If you want to make changes, I was going to say if you want to make changes in the bedroom, but that could have sounded a bit rude. If you want to make changes to the way you sleep, we've got all the products that, hand on heart, they are sleep changing. One of the products we've had the most 5-star, sort of reviews about is those duvets, and these pillows. These pillows are flying out the door. We had a nice amount of stock of these, but a vast amount of the stock has already sold out and gone. Virtually 30% of the stock already sold out and gone.
Now, this is a silk pillow, like the benefits of silk we've talked about in the duvet, but it's got a core support in there. We'll get Raymond to explain exactly how it all works for you. It's got that cotton outer as well, but it's got a gorgeous fill to it, a beautiful loft to the pillow.
And it's all about that breathability, isn't it? Perhaps you're waking up with a hot, sweaty neck. Perhaps you get terrible bed hair. Perhaps you're always trying to find the cool spot on your pillow. No longer. Just like the duvet works for you, whatever the season, so does this beautiful pillow.
When it comes to silk pillows, Raymond, this for me, it's fabulous. It's got everything.
Sean, without being boastful, the fact of the matter is, and I'm not being boastful, ladies and gentlemen, this pillow is really something special. We have been very successful with this pillow, and for one reason, it's simply a high quality pillow. I honestly feel, Hayley, that an awful lot of people, they persevere with cheap, nasty, horrible pillows because they're sick and tired of replacing pillows and buying one, throwing it away, buying a second one that's just as bad as the one they threw away. And they get fed up eventually and they just tolerate sleeping on horrible, nasty, cheap pillows.
For years, I had 2 or 3, and you take one out, you put one in,
That's correct.
Fold it over. And
then you throw them away and you're in the supermarket. In my local supermarket, I mean, you'll find this hard to believe. I found it hard to believe. In my local supermarket this week, where I live in a small village outside of Glasgow. There's only 1,200 people in the village where I live. And I go in the local supermarket and I see pillows there all the time, 2 for £10. This week, there weren't 2 for £10. There were 2 for £6. £3 per pillow. Now, that's a type of pillow that ends up in a landfill. Every year in landfill in Britain, 10 million pillows get thrown into landfill. 10 million.
That's shocking.
Every year in Britain, we mentioned this earlier, Hayley, the British public spend over £100 million buying pillows that end up in landfill, pillows which are inferior. Now, this pillow I'm holding in front of me is the one I sleep on at home. It's been washed 25 times, at least. You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. If you were to cut this pillow open, in the middle, you have a pocket of fibre. It tells you on the label exactly what's in it. We're not trying to hoodwink anyone. Cut it open in the middle, you have a pocket of fibre. Oh, that's to give you support for your neck and shoulders, so you get comfort. At long last, a pillow that gives you comfort, right? All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer of AAA grade mulberry silk. It's not little pieces of silk, scrap silk. It's long fibre, each strand over 1 mile long. In each pillow, that little cocoon, there's over 1 mile of silk on it.
Wow.
In each pillow, there's 2,000 of those at least. The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Anything over 180 thread count is luxury. Allergy board approved. That's not me saying this. That's not Haley saying it. That's not Sean saying it. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board saying it. Dust mites do not like living in silk. So if you have allergies, this is the pillow you most certainly should be sleeping on. This one I've slept on for 6 years, 18,000 hours. Been washed 25 times. Why do I bring it here? So you can look at it, so you can make a judgment. Ask yourself this question. The pillow you're sleeping on at the moment, tonight, this morning, does it look as nice as this? I very much doubt it. This pillow is something special. You can only buy it from two people, from myself or from Shop and TV. I sell them on my website at £60 each and £5 postage. And to use a modern phrase, I'm not ripping people off. That's the true value of the pillow. Shop and TV buy very large quantities. And they're not a greedy company. They work in very skinny, tight margins. They're offering you this pillow with a money-back guarantee, not for £60, for the bargain price of £40. My advice to anyone is to buy a couple of these pillows. If you buy them and you don't like them, I guarantee, and I'm saying this directly into the camera, I guarantee I'll refund your money without one single word of an argument. Here's why I make that guarantee. When I first started retailing this pillow in Britain, in the first 13 months, I sold 86,000 of them. I got 19 returned out of 86,000. 19 individual pillows. People bought them, slept on them. They were given the option, send them back or keep them. They said, no, we'll keep them. And if you buy one this morning, you will keep it because it's a very special pillow. £40, not 60.
And that is the great thing, is you've got a money-back guarantee that actually you get this home and you try it. Perhaps you do suffer with allergies, and perhaps you do feel when you put your head into your pillow, you know, that it's your nose. And the great thing is we're not making any claims. We're saying get it home, try it with that money-back guarantee. Perhaps you always wake up with mad bed hair or a really sweaty neck. Perhaps you're always trying to find the cool spot on your pillow. Whatever the season, just like the duvet works for you, this pillow will. Visually, it's going to look amazing on the bed. You
do look nice. And what Sean's doing there to the camera, you notice how you don't have to keep bunching it up.
No.
It retains its shape. I'll repeat again, this one's been slept on by me. I bring it here so I can hold it up to the camera. It's been slept on for 18,000 hours. You know, ladies and gentlemen...
You've got a good-sized head, Raymond, to test it.
There's a lot in there.
It's not that he's got a tiny little delicate head.
No, I've got...
It's full of lots of great information.
What you're saying, Haley, I'm a big lump.
You're not.
Never.
We love you.
But I must tell you the funny thing about pillows, you know. You cannot, Haley, put a price on a good night's sleep.
And a pillow can make such a difference. How often do you wake up with that funny
Haley,
neck? Or...
It makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Now, we are making these claims. The only way you can find out if we're exaggerating or if we're being carried away is just to buy them and try them. We are not asking you to keep them. We're asking you to try them. And if you don't like them, we keep stressing, we will give you your money back.
And that is the great thing. So please, whilst you've got the opportunity, and these are absolutely flying. Our phone lines have just gone really busy. We do apologise if we have queues tonight. It is going to be a night like that. It's going to be a bit of a sell-out night this evening. We haven't got the amount of stock that we would like. However, Pillow-wise, we did have the amount of stock that we liked.
we
were
did.
quite excited with the pillows, but those pillows are absolutely flying. Well over 30% of the stock sold out and gone. Don't buy just one for yourself if you do sleep with a partner. It could cause an upset. I would definitely go for the two and split that cost with PayPal if you're ordering on the website. And that's all you'll pay to get this home and to try it with that money-back guarantee. If you want to change the way you sleep, hand on heart, changing your duvet, changing your pillow, changing your bedding truly does do that for you. And something else that can really help, not only, I think, with sleep, but also perhaps it's your skin or your hair that you worry about.
Well, there's been a lot of
What
research
could make a
done,
difference with
hasn't there,
this?
to silk pillowcases. If you pop in your search engine at home, what are the benefits of a silk pillowcase? Is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? Is a silk pillowcase good for my skin? All of those questions, you will be blown away by the answers that come up on your search engine. But we've got the most gorgeous pillowcases from Raymond that, again, are that mulberry silk that we talk about. Now, you've got 5 colours to choose from. This is the latest colour. This is the blush pink. They all come under that same item number again, 001108. In the blush pink that you're seeing here, we're low in stock. So if you like the colour that you're looking at
And when we have a new colour, they do tend to go really, really quickly. You have got 4 other colour options. And please do your own research. Have a little read to see why my beautician said get a silk pillowcase, where my hairdresser said get a silk pillowcase. And either go for the desert, which is a gorgeous sort of champagne-y gold. They'll go with chocolate browns and go with all your golds and your flecks perhaps in the curtains. You've got the sage at the back with a really nice calming sort of green. You've then got that lovely Arctic, which is like a silvery sort of blue. You've got a white option as well, and then of course you've got the desert at the front, and then we've got the pink that we will show you. But get these home and just do a little bit of research, and we'll tell you why this is superior to any other silk pillowcase that I've bought in the past. My beautician, I said, why am I always more creased on this side of my face? And she was like, well, what side do you sleep on? I was like, oh gosh, that side. My bedding's creating sort of, those sort of sleep marks in the morning.
The creases,
and then,
isn't it? Yeah.
And then the hairdresser, as because I bleach and, I'm not naturally blonde. I bleach and I straighten and I really don't treat my hair with a lot of care. And I buy some great shampoos and conditioners, but my hair was still brittle. My hairdresser, again, get yourself a silk bonnet or a silk pillowcase. So do your own research. And perhaps you don't, our producers going, the silk bonnet comes off my head. Or perhaps you don't like something on your head in the morning. You don't need it because you've got the most luxurious AAA grade mulberry silk pillowcase with us tonight. Again, if you're quick, because we haven't got thousands of these.
And there's lots of points of difference here, isn't there, Raymond?
You have to be careful when you're buying pillowcases, silk pillowcases. Yeah. Because we mentioned earlier, Sean brought it up, and it was quite smart of him to bring it up, to mention to the viewers. Pillowcases, it's a minefield. You have to be careful. What they do, they get cotton polyester, polish it so it looks like silk, and they sell it as silk, and it's actually a silk mix. Very often, it's 40% silk in a pillowcase and 60% man-made fibers. They polish it so you can't tell the difference. Now all of our products, and in particular the pillowcases, I should stress, are made by the official Mulberry Silk Manufacturing Company. We've been in business for 37 years selling silk. We have a stellar reputation for quality, and we only use long-fibre, AAA grade mulberry silk. There are no inferior fibres mixed in with the silk. Now, when people see me at a live show and they can talk to me direct, that very often ladies come up to me and they say, these pillowcases, I've been reading about them, they stop your wrinkling, don't they? Well, nothing will stop your wrinkling. Eventually you will wrinkle. But what silk does, it slows the process down dramatically. And the reason being, in silk, there are 18 amino acids. One of them is called sericin. Now, what sericin does, as you sleep, your head's on the pillowcase, it traps the moisture within your skin. It keeps your skin hydrated. If you sleep in a cotton pillowcase, it does the opposite. And this is not sales talk, not ridiculous sales talk. It draws the moisture from your skin. Silk doesn't. It traps the moisture within your skin. So it slows the wrinkling process down dramatically. And ask your hairdresser what it does for your hair. Hayley is quite correct what she's saying. There is no static in silk, none whatsoever. So it cuts out frizz. And if you have long hair in particular, you don't have to tie it up at night. So you don't get bedhead when you're waking up in the morning. And one final thing I should mention about this particular pillowcase. Look, on the inside of it, I don't know any other manufacturer that's taken the trouble to do this. There's a saying that's known the whole world over, smooth as silk. Whatever country you go to, they all know that saying, smooth as silk. Now, inside the pillowcase, we have sprayed on a thin layer of cotton. It's so thin, it's almost invisible. You can hardly see it, but it's there, I can assure you. Now, compared to silk, cotton, even the most expensive cotton, is slightly coarse. So when you put the pillowcase into the pillow, the pillow into the pillowcase, it's cotton against cotton, and it grips. And it keeps the outside, the silk, smooth as silk. So when you're waking up in the morning, you don't get the tram lines on your face. And can I say one final thing? Two things, actually. The Saracen within the pillowcase never washes out. We estimate this pillowcase will last you the best part of your adult life. And one thing I should also mention, any person of color watching, you know the particular problems you have with your hair. When your hair starts to grow, coming from your scalp, at that point when it starts to grow, it's wide or it's narrow. As it grows, it becomes narrow. And then it gets to a point where it twists and it kinks. And the natural nutrients coming from your scalp get trapped behind the kink. So the hair that grows beyond the kink becomes fragile and breaks. And that's why people who specialize in looking after the hair of people of color will always recommend them to wear a silk bonnet or sleep on silk, because the Saracen keeps your skin and your hair in perfect condition. So if you are a person of color, treat yourself to these pillowcases. I have no hesitation in saying, if you were lucky enough to find a shop in Britain selling pillowcases this quality, obviously there will be one or two, but you could count them in the fingers of these hands. If you could find a shop selling this quality for a pillowcase like this, you'd pay at least £50 for it. They're on sale here, the most beautiful colours, for £35. And I just mention this blush pink, this new colour. I have 10 grandchildren, 4 of them are girls, aging from 13 to 22. When they saw this colour, they went crazy for it. It's absolutely beautiful. That's the one that's selling big time.
Now, all our colour options now are well under 100 of each of them. So it is now, I'm afraid, first come, first served. If you are thinking, oh, that's some big statements they're saying, you have got a money-back guarantee. Please get these home and try them. See if it makes a difference to your skin. See if it makes a difference to your hair. Do your own research. Go on the internet and put, is a silk pillowcase good for my skin? Is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? If you know someone that loves their skincare, oh my goodness, this would be the perfect present. Colour-wise, please check your baskets through as soon as you possibly can. Super busy on all colours, but the new pink is particularly busy. So you've got the sage at the back there, you've got the Arctic, you've got the white, then the desert is like the champagne gold, and then you have got that brand new as well pink option, but you have got to shop really, really smartly.
And it is all about popping in your search engine, what are the benefits of a silk pillowcase? It's
Why do celebrities
Yeah.
travel with silk
The other
pillowcases?
thing, Hayley, again, I forgot to mention this. If you're a person that goes to bed, you put face creams on, right? these little face creams, these little tubs, 35 and 40 pounds a time, you put them on your face at night to help your skin. Then you go to sleep in a cotton pillowcase. The cotton will take a high percentage of that expensive cream from your skin. Now, silk does the opposite. It traps the moisture and the cream within your skin. It works in tandem with your skin. So it's just wonderful when, you know, that cream that you paid all that money for, it's not going to be drained off into the pillow. It's going to be kept on your face.
And again, you can try it,
bonus.
yeah? And you can test it, see the
yeah.
difference for yourself with your money-back guarantee. We're hugely busy. Whether you're ordering on the phones, we apologise if you get into queues this morning because we are massively busy on the phones. They will get to you as soon as they possibly can, but we're hearing there are queues on the phones. If you wait, don't go anywhere. Unless you can get onto our website, that is the quickest way to order. shopontv.co.uk. Now, when you get onto our website, and perhaps you've not shopped with us before, just click onto the Live on Air Shop Now sort of banner. Takes you through to our show.
And then you'll scroll down to all the live products that we're featuring tonight. Remember, if you are multi-ordering, you will only pay one postage. So it's great if you want to go for pillows, pillowcases and duvets. Just that one postage is what you will pay. You can see there we're on ITVX all day, every day. You can catch up on all our previous shows on ITVX. Got our very own channel, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if you are shopping with us regularly here on ITV1 and STV, it's between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. Whatever you are shopping for, though, we're just getting busier and busier. It's the same as happened last night.
Yeah, and most of our products, whether you're going for duvets, whether you're going for the pillowcases, we are talking now a lot of the sizes or colour options, we are under 100 stock-wise. We are massively busy. Now, we were relaxed with the pillow because we did have a good amount of stock of that. We were like, this is okay. If everything else goes, because it is going to be a bit of that situation tonight because we haven't got the stock that we would like, we're going to be okay because we've got the pillow.
With the pillows.
Pillow-wise, I'm hearing, stock-wise, well over 35% of the stock has sold out and gone, and we had good stock of a pillow that has changed the way people sleep, and I think so many of us struggle with pillows.
It's the most gorgeous pillow. You've got a core support in the middle, so you're well supported for your head and your neck. That's encapsulated in that mulberry silk, that long strand, AAA grade, finest quality mulberry silk. And then the case itself is that fine 230 thread count Egyptian cotton. So all those natural fibres there, helping to wick away the moisture, working with your body temperature.
So at this time of year, and the weather we've had so hot, you're always waking up because your neck's really clammy. You're trying to find the cool spot on your pillow. Perhaps you wake up with that real wild bed hair because you've sweated all night. It could be actually what you're sleeping on that's creating that, that's making that worse. What you've got is the natural product of AAA grade mulberry silk that's going to work for you, just like the duvet, making sure you keep at that right temperature, making sure that you're not sweating terribly through the night. And again, not making any claims. We want you to use the money-back guarantee and get this home and try it. Now, we're going to talk to Raymond about the story behind the pillow, because it was originally duvets that Raymond bought and created, and they were amazing quality products. But then it was requested, Raymond, that you created a pillow.
Hayley, Mulberry Silk, they're a Canadian company, and when we started manufacturing duvets, that was 37 years ago, we just made duvets, nothing else. And about 7 or 8 years ago, a buyer from a very large company, TV company here in Britain, came along. She said, you know, you've been selling your duvets on our channel for 20 odd years. The public love your duvets. Why don't you make a pillow to the same high standards? Well, we went back to our head office in Vancouver. We went to work making a pillow. Now, we took our time. There's no point rushing. There's an old saying, the devil was in the detail, so we took our time. Now, at this point, I should mention the Bedding Association here in Britain, who are clever people. They know what they're talking about. They reckon if all pillows in Britain were sold with a money-back guarantee. The percentage that would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%. So please keep that figure in mind, 60 or 65%. When we started selling this pillow in Britain 6 years ago, 6.5 years ago, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows. We didn't get 60 or 65% returned. We got 19 pillows returned. 19. Gosh. Not 19%, 19 pillows returned out of 86,000. Now here's the reason why. This one I'm holding in front of you, this is the one I sleep on at home. I've slept on it for 6 years. That's roughly 18,000 hours. Why do I bring it here? I bring it here so I can hold it up to the camera and the viewer can make a judgment in their own mind. Have a look at this pillow. It's been washed minimum 25 times. We tell you on the label exactly what's in it. We're not trying to fool you. We tell you exactly what's in it. If you were to cut this open, in the middle you have a pocket of fibre. That's to give you support for your neck and shoulders. All the way around that, you have layer after layer of AAA grade long-fibre silk. Each strand of that silk, unbroken, is over 1 mile long. It's not little pieces chopped up and thrown in. It's not scrap silk. It's AAA grade mulberry, considered by the professionals within the silk industry to be the king of silks. So the top cover Egyptian cotton, the filling luxury silk, the best you can get, 10-year warranty, absolutely washable as often as you want, allergy board approved. That's not Raymond saying that. That's not Haley saying it. That's not Sean saying it. That's the United Kingdom Allergy Board saying it. And there's a certificate. Okay? So if you have any member of your family who's got allergies, don't waste your money on any other pillow. When you wash this pillow, it's going to look like that after 18,000 hours of sleeping on it. It's a very special pillow. You can only buy them from 2 people, from myself or from Shop and TV. I sell them on my website at £60 each and £5 postage. Shop and TV buy very large quantities and sell them at a special price. You might be a viewer sitting at home saying to yourself, hold on a minute, I see a chink in the Raymond's armour here. How can the price be so low for such a high quality product? Here's the reason why, Sean. We haven't mentioned this tonight. Normally when you have a pillow like this ready to be sold to the public, or a duvet, or a pillow slip, you take it to a distributor. He sells it to a wholesaler, and the wholesaler sells it to the retailer, the shopkeeper. Each one of those people, Haley, quite rightly, they're honest people, they're just trying to make a living, they add on a margin of profit. Mm-hmm. We've eliminated those 3 people. We only supply 1 person in the whole of United Kingdom, Shop and TV. And by virtue of that fact that those 3 people have been taken away, we can now offer you a pillow, not for £60, for £40. And my advice to you, at that price, with an absolutely bulletproof money-back guarantee, you should be putting your head in this pillow the next time you go to bed. I'll just say it again, direct to the camera. If you buy anything from me on television tonight, I will refund your money without 1 word of an argument if you don't like it. So all I'm asking you to do is trust me and Haley and Sean, believe in what we're telling you, try it. If you don't like it, don't keep it, send it back. 19 of these returned out of 86,000. That tells you something, doesn't it?
Nothing to lose, so much to gain, a good night's sleep every single night of the week. And you might think that's it. You know, can you say that? You're going to try it. Yeah. This is you trying it. You've got a money-back guarantee. And remember as well, machine washable. There's nothing better than the clean sheet night, isn't there? But actually, when you think about it, if you're putting those clean sheets onto a pillow that you've coughed and spluttered and dribbled into, it's not quite so clean. When you sleep with silk, it's like it's always a clean bed night. It's like your sheets because it wicks away the moisture. It doesn't hold odours. It always feels like a clean, fresh bed. And look at your pillow that you're sleeping on right now. If you put that into the wash, well, does it look anything like this? Probably not. It's probably floppy at the sides and horrible. But if you put it in the washing machine, how do you think it would come out? These are machine washable. So on those times when you do have coughs and colds and you really want to clean the whole of the bed, you can pop the duvet, into the washing machine as well.
The price is absolutely brilliant at £40. The item number 654433. Hundreds of these have gone in this show alone.
We're now, I think, nearly around about 40% of that stock sold out.
Just getting busier
and
and
gone.
busier.
And we had a vast amount of stock, and we've got, like Sean said, so many in baskets. It's going to be a bit of a sellout night tonight. If you want this, put it in your basket. Split that cost with PayPal, making it really affordable. If you do sleep with a partner, do treat them to a pillow as well, because you will have a fallout if one of you've got silk and one of you hasn't. And don't forget, we have got those fantastic AAA grade Mulberry Silk pillowcases to pop onto these pillows as well. So check everything out on our website if you can, shopontv.co.uk. And remember, whatever you order, you have got just one delivery. As many items as you put in your basket, there'll only be one delivery charge. And if you are on the phones, we do apologise. We've had a lot of queues through tonight, but we will get to you as soon as we possibly can. If you can't order any other way, stay on the phone. But if you can get on the website, please do.
Now, I've got a message here on the iPad, but I don't know who it's from.
Oh, who's it
from? So I'll get the team to tell us who it's from. It says, morning, Raymond and team. Want to say how much I love my duvet. I love it so much better than what I was used to, and love it even on really hot nights. It's been perfect to lie on or just have over my legs or fold it all around me. Honestly, the best duvet out there. Also, glad to see you back on. You've got a right fan club.
Oh, he has got a fan club.
And surprise,
look at that
Did I hear it's from a lady? It's from Rona. Oh.
Rona. No, thank you, Rona. It's all my time of life, Rona. It's always nice to get a compliment.
I love it.
Thank you,
Rona. That's
if you want the pillow, please do check your baskets out. The pillow absolutely flying. But we are going to go back to the duvet that Rona was talking about. Lovely to hear from you, Rona. And that's what it's all about. It's all about sleeping better. It's all about never sleeping too hot, never sleeping too cold, having a duvet that works for you all year round. However you normally sleep. Now, I'm going through that time in my life where I have some very hot nights, but sometimes in the winter I can go to bed freezing cold with the coldest of feet, and then through the night heat up like you won't believe because of my duvet. It works for me whatever temperature I'm at, and I know you will find it the same. And I know you might be thinking, will a duvet really be that good? You've got a money back guarantee and also a 10-year warranty, but we want you to get this home and try this duvet. If it's not right for you, you can return it and get your money back.
And when we say 10-year warranty, that's brilliant in itself. We've had ours for 27 years and it's still going strong, believe me. This is the finest quality of silk. It's not a silk mix or a silk blend that's inside here. It's 100% mulberry silk filling that we've got for you. And then the outside is 100% cotton on the outer as well, so it's completely breathable. It means it'll wick away the moisture. It's machine washable. You can pop it in the dryer on a low setting, but it dries really quick anyway because it's not heavy, it's not bulky. Working season after season, night after night, year after year for us, because when you're too hot, it wicks the moisture away and releases the heat through all those natural fibres.
Change the way we sleep.
And when you're too cold, it locks the warmth.
Yeah, you're never tucking this duvet under. You're never kicking this duvet off. If you turn over in the night, you haven't got that wind tunnel going down your back. It drapes over you like it's hugging you and looking after you all night long. And you will become a bed snob because we don't appreciate now every night how good our duvet is, because we sleep well every night because our duvet is so fabulous. However, it's when we sleep somewhere else when we really appreciate what our duvet is doing for us every night. And we slept recently in a hotel, absolutely hot, sweaty, horrendous, could not sleep. And last summer in a relative's home. And honestly, I was convinced they had the heating. We were so hot. I was like, they've got the heating on. I got up, I felt the radiator. They must have underfloor heating. It's boiling in here. But then when I was out of bed, I was like, well, it's not actually that boiling out of bed. And we realised it was actually what the duvet was made of that was making us overheat.
Well, it was a big, thick, hollow fibre duvet. So when you get too hot and you're sleeping under that, the heat rises and it doesn't get released. It hits the hollow fibre, it comes back against you, and you get hotter and hotter. It's like a pressure cooker. So you kick the duvet off, and then you get cold, so you put the duvet back on. So you have that really disturbed night's sleep. When it comes to a silk duvet, it works with your body temperature, but it also works with your partner's body temperature, as if theirs is different and independent. In fact, we've got a review, actually, that says
exactly that.
Exactly that.
Now, remember,
So we'll
money-back guarantee, 10-year warranty, machine washable, and probably over all the years we've been in Shopping TV, one of the most 5-star rated products
definitely.
we've ever worked with. We used to have books of 5-star reviews, which I did try and find and bring with me, but we couldn't find them. Books of 5-star reviews on a product that for so many people, it had changed the way they sleep.
Let's have a look what Mary had to say, who I was just referring to. I wish I'd found your company years ago. Your silk duvet has transformed my life. I now sleep not waking in a hot sweat, and my husband, who felt he couldn't sleep without a seriously weighty duvet and is cold-blooded, also sleeps.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
And that's exactly what it's all about. And with your money-back guarantee, get it home, test it for yourself, test it with you and your partner, test it on your little one. Perhaps your little one doesn't sleep well. They wake up with hot, clammy sort of necks, and you think, I'm hot, Mum, you know, why am I so hot? Perhaps it'll make them sleep better because they don't overheat. And that's a big statement, but you've got a money-back guarantee. Get it home and try for yourself. And with a 10-year warranty, if they're 5 when you buy this duvet for them, they're going to be 15 by the time the warranty is. We've had ours 27 years, but they'll be 15. They'll be leaving home, and the duvet will still be on the bed, or they'll be taking it with them.
Yeah,
what you
that's
must
more
do
likely.
is check your baskets through, because you really have got the most amazing opportunity to get fabulous prices, but almost 40% of the entire stock has sold out and gone. And how many singles have we got left?
Less than 20 of the single remaining in the business. So if you've got the single in your basket right now, confirm your order and check out. That's taken the lead, actually. So single will be the first to sell out. We're going to bring Raymond back in, because when it comes to this product, this is how we met you, through the duvet.
Yeah, what actually happened, ladies and gentlemen, we were at an exhibition in London at Olympia, and Sean and Hayley were working at that point for TFAL on a stand at the exhibition, living in a hotel behind the exhibition. And in those days, the Idea Home exhibition was held for 1 month, 28 days, a long time to be away from home. And they discovered the hotel, the duvets weren't very good. So they came up to my stand. They were total strangers to me. Hayley did, come up to my stand. She said, look, your duvets look okay. We're staying in a hotel behind. It's not very good. How about a duvet? So I said, well, buy one, try it, sleep on it tonight, under it. And if you don't like it, bring it back in the morning. You can have your money back. Well, Hayley did buy one, and she took it and slept under it with Sean. And she's still sleeping under that same duvet 27 years ago. That's how I met Sean and Hayley. That's how they have got such good knowledge of silk duvets, because they've been sleeping under one for 27 years. And to any viewer who's watching, if you buy one this morning, you will be sleeping under it for the next 27 years. Please, when you buy one of these duvets, consider it to be an investment. You don't need one for the winter and one for the summer. It's an all-weather duvet. Keeps you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. People say to me, are you sure? How is that possible? Well, I don't know how it's possible. Only one person knows, Mother Nature.
Yeah.
But as you know, Hayley, we are a Canadian company. I go 7 or 8 times every year to Canada to sell these on television. And very often in the winter, I go up as far as Quebec. And it can be minus 24, 25 degrees in the winter. And people still sleep under these. I mean, people who go mountaineering, what I call the big boys mountains, you know, Mount Everest, K2, everything they wear is lined with silk. Their tents are lined with silk. Their sleeping bags are lined with silk. Within the silk industry, silk is known, within the bedding industry, silk is known as the great insulator. That's exactly what it does. It keeps you warm in the winter, and by some miracle, it keeps you cool in the summer. Every hot country in the world, people wear silk to keep themselves cool. Think about that. Warm in the winter, cool in the summer. This duvet does exactly that. Allergy board approved, no dust mites in silk. Because dust mites, Sean was quite right, silk is too dry for them. They don't like silk, they need moisture. It's allergy board approved, we have the certificate. Money back if you don't like it.
And that is the great thing. If you suffer with allergies, get it home and try it. If you suffer because you get too hot at night and you kick the duvet off and then that wakes you up because you're too cold, get this home and try it. If you suffer in the winter because you're too chilly and you want something that's going to make sure you're warm through the night, get this home and try it. If you're hating these really hot nights, you just can't sleep. You try and sleep with nothing on you, but you need something on you. Get this home and try it with that money-back guarantee. 10-year warranty, machine washable, the UK allergy seal of approval. You're at the minute getting all of this, and at the minute you're getting all of that with each size of duvet. But we are down to the very last of the single and the very last of the Super King. Size-wise, we'll just give you all those sizes and prices because if you have just joined us, it is sadly first come, first served now. We've had a massively busy evening or morning this morning. Yesterday was the same as well, and it's really great to have your company. Join us every single night. But if you want product tonight, please check your baskets through as soon as you possibly can. Check out your details for your single, your double, your king and your Super King. Single, remember 10-year warranty. If you're buying it for a 5-year-old, they'll be 15 before the warranty runs out. And if they have an accident when they're young, they go in, it goes in the washing machine, you can wash it. Should be £169. However, with us here on Shop on TV, £139. And of course, if you're ordering on the website, you can split the cost. So to get it home and try it, all you're spending is that first payment of £47.98. You've got 3 payments to get that paid for and done, and that duvet, like ours, will live with you and work for you for years and years to come. Then we've got the double.
The double size, a usual price of £239, £60 saving there, remember. Comes down to £179, and with those PayPal payments, it's just £61.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. That's if you've got a PayPal account and you're paying online, you can spread the cost interest-free. Same again with the King, a £60 saving against the usual price. £259 comes down to less than £200, and that's £67.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
And that's very little more than the double.
Yeah.
So if you want to get extra drape on your double bed, go for the king-size duvet. Honestly, it gives you that look from the magazines, real luxury. Super King-wise, super low in stock. It is, oh my goodness, very, very low in stock. £279 is its regular price with Raymond. And remember, the only place to get Mulberry Silk Company duvets is from Raymond himself, from his company, or from the shows and exhibitions, or from us here on Shop on TV. Our price, $219 for a Super King, 100% triple A grade Mulberry Silk Duvet. That is crazy. And when you split the cost, £74.65. That's the first of 3 payments. You can order on the phones, but we have our queues on the phones most of the night. We will get to you as soon as we possibly can if you can only order on the phones. But if you can get onto the website, that is the safest way, and you can check your basket out as soon as possible. So shopontv.co.uk.
Click on that live on-air button. It'll take you through to the live show. You'll see our live feed from YouTube. You can click and subscribe there and watch back previous shows. You'll see we're on ITVX all day, every day. But there are the products, the multiple products on the show. If you're multi-ordering across the show, you only pay 1 postage. And if you are using PayPal, you can split that cost across your PayPal payments, whatever you're adding into your basket. baskets. So do take advantage now whilst we've got everything in stock. We are just getting busier and busier as the show goes on.
Perhaps should mention, if you're watching on Plus One, we do apologise if we have sold out of anything. I think there will be sellouts before the end of the show. So if you're on Plus One, just check the stock.
Check the website.
If you're lucky enough to be able to get it, put it in that basket and check it through. And remember, peace of mind. Oh my goodness, the single is peace of mind, money back guarantee.
Yeah.
If you are on the fence thinking, I wouldn't really, is it really going to make a difference to the way I sleep? Where do you get the opportunity? It's very rare we can sit here and say to you, get it home, try it. If you're not happy with it, Raymond, and he's here with us in the studio, will give you your money back.
You know, Hayley, I'm sorry to interrupt you there.
Right.
But the reason why we constantly hammer this home and stress about this money back guarantee, there is a reason. Every year in Britain, we sell tens of thousands of duvets. Now, for that, I'm not being boastful. For that, I'm very thankful. Really am, you know. Tens of thousands. Now, the amount we get returned in any given year would fit into a supermarket trolley.
Wow.
You know the little trolley
Yeah.
that you get when you go shopping? You put a £1 coin in and get the trolley. The amount we get wouldn't fill one of those trolleys.
That's great.
When we get a duvet returned in our office, we sort of look at it in amazement. And we call... Hayley, I'm not joking.
Yeah, I can believe it.
We call one another, have a look, what's we can't believe it. We're literally speechless because people buy these and they love them. To give you an example, my son Martin tomorrow will be going to a caravan show in Malvern. Now, these caravan shows are always held Friday, Saturday and Sunday in the summer, right? And people come along, Hayley, you've been at many of them, Sean.
Yeah.
They come along, they get the caravan, the motorhome, they get their awning out, get the tables and chairs and out, get the children organised, the dog, everything sorted out. Then they have a walk round the trade stands to see if they want to buy anything. Now, sometimes I get a couple up at our stand and they're not sure if they want a duvet. They can't make their mind up. So I've got a little trap that I set, right? I say, well, why don't you buy it? Same as I said to you. Take it and sleep on it in the caravan tonight or your motorhome. Bring it back in the morning if you don't like it. Have your money back. Now, given that choice, Sean, an awful lot of people do buy one.
Yeah.
Because they've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly that.
They can walk back in the morning, say, excuse me, money back,
Yeah.
please, if you don't mind. 30 to 40% of all the people who buy one from me, say on a Friday afternoon, do come back in the Saturday morning to buy a second one for the house.
Yeah.
Great.
So they're so pleased with the product. The duvet they've slept under, the full of fibres, man-made fibres, duck, goose or feather, they immediately forget all about it. They convert to silk.
It is
Yeah.
And they want a second one
Makes
for the
such a
house.
difference.
You know, we've been selling these at shows now for 37 years, and I would say to 40% of all the sales we get on any given show are sales from people who bought one in previous years, repeat business, because people love this product so much.
And word of mouth, isn't
Yeah.
it? I mean, we recommend it to everybody.
You know, Sean, I go to different countries selling this silk. And what happens when I go to a new TV studio, after a couple of months or so, somebody will buy a pillow, and somebody else will buy a pillow or two pillows. And within 12 months, every single person in the studio, and that's the same here, I guarantee you, that's the same here. Every person in the studio sleeps under silk, mulberry silk, because word of mouth. They say to one another, you know, it's right, buy one, try it. And people do buy one and try it, and then they keep it. It's a chance to get a quality that you'll find very hard to equal in any shop in Britain with a money-back guarantee.
Our director's just saying he's slept under Mulberry Silk for years, bought one as a gift for Christmas just gone for his mum and dad. Thinks this Christmas, because they've told everybody, he might have to buy 8 duvets for family members. Because honestly, it is word of mouth. It changes the way you sleep. We could not believe, 27 years we've slept under our duvet. It could be on the bed right now. You would not know. It looks brand new. 10-year warranty. Machine washable, money back guarantee if it's not everything we say it is for you. You'll never be too hot, too cold. I truly believe that, and you have got the opportunity to try. We have got so many in baskets. We're in a bit of a situation. Now, over the whole of the stock, we've got over 50% of the stock sold out and gone. Single and Super King, we are hanging on by a thread. I would say, because we're so low in stock, we are very quickly going to be more people ordering than stock is available. Please get it home. Please try it. And we mentioned about caravanning. Because it's so compact, it's great for caravans, motorhomes, camping, glamping. But I think as well, going back to, I know things will have improved in caravans. We slept in a caravan. We had caravan holidays for years. In the hot weather, they were like ovens.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
It's a big lump of tin.
Box, isn't it?
Absolutely
Yeah.
like
Tin
ovens.
box.
And you were so hot. You'd got your sleeping bag unzipped. You were like, oh my goodness, this is horrendous. This will be so perfect in those situations.
It works so well in the extreme hot temperatures, but also in the extreme cold temperatures. So the way our weather's going, that's all we get, isn't it? One extreme to
And
the
the reason
other.
why it works, because people say to me, you know, can you please explain? We don't know exactly why it works the way it does. But one of the main reasons we do know, it's a low conductor of heat.
Okay.
It manufactures heat in a different fashion to say duck, goose, feather, and man-made fibers. And then it stores the heat in a different fashion. In other words, it lets a certain amount of heat escape. And the biggest problem people have in bed, as far as comfort is concerned, they get too hot in bed, not too cold. People waking up in the middle of the night covered in sweat.
Yes.
They can't wait to get out of bed in the morning, have a shower, and freshen themselves up. Now, silk will wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. That's not some ridiculous sales ploy I've made up. For your own peace of mind, any viewer watching who's considering buying one of these duvets, check that figure out. Go into Google or Wikipedia, type in all about silk. They're not trying to sell you anything. They're just answering questions, and they'll confirm that silk wicks away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. So any lady going through the menopause, don't think twice. Instantly buy yourself one. As far as sleep is concerned, it will change your life. And if it doesn't, it's not like a husband. You don't have to keep it. You don't have to put up with it. You can send it back.
Now, you didn't
and
tell
get a
me that. I
refund.
could have sent you in
I
back.
was just going to wiggle
No,
it.
no. Let's not get involved.
I want my money back guarantee.
I was just
I'm
going to.
sure.
I was just going to point, Hayley.
No returns here. No returns here.
Now, Raymond, for anyone that
I know
has,
the true story, Hayley.
for anyone that's just joined us, I mean, silk. I think we know the luxury of silk, but your silk is so
That step
superior.
above,
Yeah, well,
The Mulberry Silk Company, where
Yeah.
you're the only distributor in
Right.
the UK. You and ourselves are the only people
Yes.
to sell it in the UK.
Yeah.
Why is it so special
right,
compared
I'll tell you
with
why.
other silks?
I'll tell you why. How we get the silk, we take the silkworm, we place it in a large metal tray, roughly the size of this bed. Right, we keep the tray containing the worm in a darkened room for 35, 36 days. We feed the worm exclusively in mulberry leaves. It will eat 10,000 times its own body weight in
Wow.
mulberry leaves. It doesn't sleep, it just eats
eats.
constantly, a bit like my eldest son. Constantly eats, nothing else, right? After 35, 36 days, it kicks the cocoon off. Now that's a cocoon I have in my finger. Believe it or believe it not, on that cocoon, you see I'm pulling a little bit off, there's over 1.5 miles of silk.
Wow.
Now there's 6,000 of those cocoons in each duvet. Once it kicks the cocoon off, we place the cocoon in tepid water. All the silk floats off in one piece. unbroken, each strand over a mile long. Now, because it's unbroken, we can stitch it all the way around the perimeter. It takes 2 skilled operators a day to a day and a half to make one of these duvets. Once they've anchored it around the perimeter, they can pull it towards themselves and put these box cassettes in. That means 2 things, Hayley. Number 1, when you sleep under it, the silk cannot move. So it just gently folds itself around you. It is a cocoon fibre.
Yeah, it does.
Designed not by man, by Mother Nature, to protect anything that sleeps within it or under it. So it sits, it doesn't move, and it cocoons you. So you get no cold spots, you get no drafts coming down your back in the middle of the night. And when you wash it, because you can wash it as often as you want, a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape. And talking about washing, something we should mention, people who are bedbound, when they're bedbound, you know, and my mother-in-law was bedbound. She died when she was a nice lady, you know, 93 years old. And she was in hospital for the last 2 years of her life, Hayley. And she never complained about anything. She was quite a special person. And the only thing that worried her, did annoy her, in the hospital, they had sheets and blankets, and they used to press down on her knees, her toes, and her elbows. And she got too hot in bed, and she was sweating, and it was horrible. And this duvet, if anybody's bedbound, buy them one, because it will help them get a proper, decent night's sleep. So you'll find that by having a proper silk duvet, pure silk, coming back to the pure silk of this little cocoon. Now the problem is we run out of this AAA grade mulberry silk very often. And when we do, we stop manufacturing. We sit on our hands. That's why we constantly run out of sizes when we're on air, on television. We don't mix inferior silks in with the AAA grade mulberry. Everything you buy from us is made by the official AAA grade Mulberry Silk Company. Read the label. We're based in Canada. We have a stellar reputation for quality. You're getting something here that quality-wise you can't beat. And if anybody is bedbound, you should be getting one of these.
Yeah, and the fact that it is machine washable as well, so when you're living sort of in bed, eating in bed, accidents can happen. It will go in the washing machine, throw it over the line, it dries so quickly. Yeah. But what you must do if you want stock now is to check your baskets through. With that complete peace of mind, you're investing in yourself tonight, you're investing in a better night's sleep. And even if you're sceptical, if you're on the fence, if you wouldn't, really is a duvet going to make that difference, use that money back guarantee. Raymond has sat here and he said, and we know Raymond, we've known Raymond for about 27, 28 years. If it's not right for you, he will refund your money.
Really,
we want you to get this home and try it.
I've been in business for 67 years. That's a long time. It's before you were born, Hayley. Not so sure about Sean.
Yeah, that's a different story.
I've been in business for 67 years. And the reason we've been in business, we're a family business. We like to think that we don't break our word to the public. It's quite simple. That's something we should mention. We like to think as a business and also as a family that we give the public, once they've bought anything from us, we give them a really good after-sales service. And we keep stressing, we're only asking you to try these products. We know once you get them in your house, you're going to keep them. It's very unusual for anybody to send a silk product back because silk is special and you cannot put a price on quality and you cannot put a price on a good night's sleep.
And that's the absolute truth, and you will get used to having that good night's sleep like we have, and it won't be then till you sleep somewhere else that you really truly appreciate again just how incredible your duvet is. Every day of the week, every week of the month, every month of every season, however hot it is, you're not going to be kicking this duvet off. However cold it is, you're not going to be cold in bed. It will work with your body temperature. If you're going through that time in life and you have those sweaty nights, it's going to work for you. It's going to work with your body temperature, your partner's body temperature. You just can't go wrong with this duvet because it's working for you all year round.
It is an all year round duvet. That's another bonus. You don't have to store a duvet away in the summer and the winter. It's all natural. That's why it works with your body temperature, as Hayley was saying. It's machine washable. If you do want to store it away or travel it, it's not too bulky. We've still got all sizes available at the moment. We should remind you of all the sizes. And then we've got to get back to those pillows because the pillows are absolutely
You're really shopping ahead of us this morning. We had a really busy night last night, really busy again. So please, if you want to order, and just take a quick look of that 100% triple A grade mulberry silk, beautifully, perfectly white. And honestly, you have got the highest of quality, the king of silks in your duvet, in your pillow, in your pillowcase. But size-wise, if you are looking for that single, we are right down to the last of the stock. I think actually we've now got probably more people ordering than there is stock available. So if you want it, it is the first people to check out now. If you've just turned on, you can still order and check out. It's the first people to order and check out. Should be £169, £139 is our show special price there. And of course, with our website, you can use PayPal. So you have three payments actually of £47.98. Pay one of those payments, get it home and use that money back guarantee. Then you have got your double.
You won't need that money back guarantee. You'll fall in love with it like we did. It's such a different sleeping experience, but the fact that you can have it on year round makes such a difference. Double should be £239. £60 saving brings it down to £179, and with PayPal paying 3, it's £61.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. All of these sizes coming under that same item number, 212998. King size should be £259. It's now £199, and again that reduces down to £67.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. We've still got the Super King hanging on, really hanging on. That's Super King and single.
All of our sizes now are double figures. The single and the Super King very, very, very low. And we are, well, there you go. We're limited stock, you can see there, on your Super King. The Super King should be £279, £219, 100% triple A grade mulberry silk duvet at that price. And you split the cost, of course, with PayPal. You get this home and you try it. Pay that first payment and sleep under it. And if it's not everything we say it is, if it doesn't change the way you sleep, get in contact with Raymond, arrange to send it back. You will get your money back. You've got a money back guarantee. If it's everything we say it is, 10-year warranty, and don't forget it's machine washable. It ticks so many boxes, but the biggest box, it's all about you getting a better night's sleep. But we're being told we have to move away from the duvets because they are so low in stock. And also, the product we were quite confident that we had a lot of stock of was our pillow. But oh my word, you do love. I think it's because it's so difficult to get a good pillow.
How many pillows have you bought over the years? Time and time again, you buy a pillow and you have it for a couple of days and then you throw it. Well, you try to throw it out, but you can't throw it out, and it ends up in landfill, doesn't it? It has to go to the tip. This pillow is so different because it's got such great loft and shape to the pillow. However, it's got the two key things you want from a pillow. You've got the most amazing comfort because of that silk, and you've also got a core support in here to support the head.
Can you imagine putting your head onto a silk pillowcase?
Silk pillow. And imagine how much silk's actually in there. This always baffles me when you think about what you pay for a silk tie or a silk blouse. The amount of silk in here, because
we
these
bought
are
a silk tie for you last birthday.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
more than a pillow.
It was more than the pillow. Honestly, hand on heart, it was more than the pillow for a silk tie. You've got the highest quality of silks as well, AAA grade mulberry silk. We're talking about the fact that sometimes, especially with this hot weather, how often do you wake up with a hot, clammy neck? Your hair's gone wild and curly because you've been sweating all night. Again, that mulberry silk is working for you all night long, all season round, never too hot, never too cold.
Still getting busier and busier on these. 654 433 is your item number. If you are waiting on the phones, apologies. The operators will get to you as soon as possible. However, if you can go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, you'll find it straight away when you go onto that live show that we're featuring. Well, let's get back to Raymond and talk why this is so special, because it's got a bit of a history, really.
Well,
the duvet, always popular, and then people wanted a pillow.
Apart from the history of how it became, how it's here, the simple answer is it's so difficult in Britain, Hayley. You know yourself as a home builder, it's so difficult to buy a decent pillow. People buy them and throw them out and buy them again and throw them out and buy them again and throw them out. The Bedding Association reckon, and they're smart people, they know what they're talking about. They reckon the average lady with a husband and 2 children in her lifetime will buy, in her married lifetime, will buy 70 pillows.
Yeah.
70.
I can believe it, because
Right.
I think we've all done exactly that. You know, we must have had half a dozen in the roof for ages, not knowing how to get rid of them.
Funny enough, my wife had 2 friends come to visit her the day before I left to come down here. And I was talking to them, and we were talking. They said, "Where are you going?" I said, "Manchester," one thing and another. I'm on TV tonight doing pillows and duvets. And one of them said to me, you know, she said, "I've just bought 4 pillows." She said, and I'm sorry I bought them.
Yeah.
She said, "I bought them on impulse." She said, "I was in this shopping, walking along, and before I knew it, I'd bought them." Now, that happens all the time. People, they've got a pillow on the bed, they don't like it, they're shopping and they see these pillows on display in the supermarket, 2 for £10. In my local supermarket this week, believe it or believe it not, Hayley, they were 2 for £6.
Wow.
Good
Now,
grief.
that sums it up beautifully.
Yeah.
Good grief.
You do wonder about the
How
quality.
can you get a decent pillow for £3?
No.
Think about it. Just how can you? First of all, well, anyway, you can't. It's impossible.
One story at a time,
One
Raymond.
story at a time. So this pillow came around. The buyer of a very large TV company says, "Come on, make a pillow for us to the same high standard as your duvet." We did exactly that. This is the pillow we made. Now, this is the one I sleep on at home, right? It's been slept on for 6.5 years. That's roughly 18,000 hours. It's been washed at least 25 times. Now, wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dry or line dry. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape. The reason being, the silk within the pillow is long fibre. Each strand is over 1 mile long. Each pillow has 2,000 of these little cocoons in it, and there's over 1 mile of silk in each one of these and fibres. So you see, it's a special product. The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. It tells you on the label what's in it. We're not trying to fool you. Cut it open, there's a little pocket of fibre in the middle. That's to give you real comfort, total comfort. So you're waking up in the morning without a crick in your neck and stiff shoulders. Now, you can only buy this pillow from 2 people, from myself or from Shop and TV. Shop and TV buy them from me, right? Now, I sell them on my website at £60 per pillow and £5 postage, £65. The buyers here at Shop and TV are very professional people. They really know what they're doing. They buy very large quantities at a knockdown price, and they sell them to the public at a very special low price. The pillow I charge £60 for, you can now buy from Shop and TV for £40. So you save yourself £20 on every pillow you buy. But the best news of all, 2 things. These pillows are allergy board approved. If you have any member of your family who suffers from allergies, dust mites cannot live in these pillows. That's not Raymond saying that. That's not Hayley saying it or Sean. That's a United Kingdom allergy board, and there's a certificate to prove it. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have a chance to buy something special. Every year, we sell tens of thousands of them. When we first started selling them, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows. We sold them with a money-back guarantee. We got 19 returned out of 86,000.
Now that is 19.
19, not 19%.
19.
Now, Hayley,
19. That's crazy.
People couldn't believe that. And it boils down to one thing. We don't put any rubbish in them. It's silk. We're talking about the finest fabric known to man. Silk.
And the king of silks being the AAA grade Mulberry Silk that is in this pillow. And it's a pillow that looks fabulous on the bed, and we like the visual look. It's going to fill your pillowcase. No floppy sides to your pillowcase. It's a proper pillow, and it will always look that good. But actually, it's when you put your head onto that pillow that you'll really appreciate the nights when it is so hot, perhaps not having that hot clammy neck, perhaps not waking up with that really wild bed hair because your head got so hot and sweaty through the night. Because that silk is working for you, whatever the temperature. Not trying to find the cool spot. It's never going to be too hot. It's never going to be too cold. That's the worst as well in the winter, and you put your head on an ice cube. It's always going to work for you all year round. And again, a money-back guarantee to actually get this home and to try it. And have you ever tried to wash a pillow? Look at the pillow. If you're in bed now, have a look at your pillow. What would happen to it if you washed it?
Well, it gets all scrunched up.
It would be destroyed. Our producer's going, yeah, I've washed our pillows. They're horrendous.
Well, it lumps and it clumps.
Yeah, or clogs them, yeah.
But I can screw this up and then let it go, and it's gorgeous
And
straight
that's
away.
how it'll come out.
Sean, something else we haven't mentioned, and I apologise for forgetting to mention this. Any orders that are placed this morning, starting at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, they will be processed and they will be sent, for any product, they'll be sent by DPD on a one-day delivery, 24-hour delivery.
Great.
So if you're in a rush to get these products, we will start packaging and sending them tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning, on a 24-hour delivery. I would imagine the odd one, it might take a day longer because that happens. We're sending out thousands. So 24-hour delivery, no problem.
Brilliant.
Now you've waited to tell us that now. Just gone absolutely
You're in so
crazy.
much trouble.
What sort of time is it to let us know? Yeah, so if you've got a wedding at the weekend, if you want a gift, honestly, please.
Well, Hayley, look at me, I'm an old man.
What do you want
You're
from
in
him?
so much trouble.
What do you want from the man?
But there are so many pluses with this, honestly. I'm hearing in my ear,
Pleading
you've got
in our
to
ear.
get them to check out. We had the most stock of the pillows.
Yeah, this was the one item
we were
thought
not
would be
worried
fine.
about the
Fine.
pillows. We have now got nearly as many people ordering as we have already sold. We had a vast quantity.
And hundreds, when we say vast, hundreds, 60% of those have gone.
Have gone.
So hundreds already gone. If you want to make sure you get these, if you've got
You're
them in a
gonna have to be
basket,
quick.
you've got to confirm your order and check your basket through. It's not just the pillows though, the duvets and the pillowcases. Whatever you're shopping for, confirm those orders. A pillow that's machine washable, brilliant. A pillow that's silk and cotton, all those natural fibres with a core support to give you just what you need from a pillow.
And a pillow with
Comfort
a
and
money
support.
back. Have you ever bought a pillow with a money back guarantee? How many pillows have you had over the years and you've had to throw them
You try
all
and take
out?
a pillow back.
No.
This is what they say.
Yeah.
They say under the Health and Hygiene Act, we cannot take it back because they can't resell
resell
it.
it.
They can't give it to charity. Charity say sorry.
Yeah, so-
Health and hygiene. We can't give it to homeless people, right?
Have to throw it out.
You know, no, I was going to say, well, I will say it. Last week we gave to homeless people, we gave just over 100 mattresses, right?
Bless you.
Because we were approached by a certain charity and we gave away 100 mattresses.
Fantastic.
And we had one there that was slightly damaged and they said, sorry, we can't take that one. That we understand that, you know. With mattress, when with bedding, if it's been slept on, if it's damaged, they won't take it.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
That's where it stops. You can have such faith when it comes to Raymond's products. There are so many people on the phones. The operators will get to you as soon as they possibly can. Please hang on. If you can't hang on, go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, and this will ensure you can get to your product straight away. You can check it out and get it on its way in that very special delivery that we just heard about.
Click onto the live air or
DPD.
live on air. It'll take you through to our live show. And remember, you're popping it into your basket right now. If you check that basket through, Raymond's company, they will start on those orders at 9 o'clock this morning. It could be with you tomorrow. This is how quick this delivery could be. But what you've got to do is check your basket through, because sadly we're in a bit of a situation with some of the sizes of the duvets, getting close with the pillows, more people ordering than stock being available. So please, if it's in a basket, if you want to change the way you sleep, if you're fed up of being too hot, too cold, waking up with that funny neck, waking up with that clammy neck, if you know you're not sleeping well, I truly believe, though we blame so many other things, it's down to what you sleep on, what you sleep under, what you lay your head onto. Because if you're tired, if you're driving tired and you're not comfortable, then you fall asleep.
Yeah.
If you're getting into bed and you're not sleeping, it has to be down to what you're sleeping with. And tonight you've got the opportunity to sleep with absolute luxury with AAA grade Mulberry Silk. The duvets are flying, single and super king. If you're lucky, check your basket out. Pillows, again, nearly as many people ordering as stock we've already sold, and 60% of that stock has already gone. And our pillowcases. Now, this for so many, there's lots we can't say. Very strict with what we can say on TV. So what I will say is go onto the internet and put in, is a silk pillowcase good for my skin? Is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? And discover why both my beautician and my hairdresser advised me to get a silk pillowcase.
Also put in which celebrities swear by a silk
Yes.
pillowcase, won't travel anywhere.
And then look at
without
their
them.
skin and their hair.
Yes, yeah, that's a good point, actually. And the great thing here, we've got 5 colours to choose from. We've got a great discount to the regular price. It's down to £35. If you're thinking of gifts, these are brilliant gifts.
If you've got someone that loves their skincare, loves their hair products, sadly, if you sleep on other materials, it can take away that skincare that you've put onto your face.
Take away the benefits of it as well.
It can take away the benefits that you're using on your hair. I used the most amazing shampoos and conditioners, but still had the brittlest of hair. My hairdresser said, get a silk pillowcase. So honestly, do your own research, but as a gift for someone that loves hair care products, who loves their skincare, this is that perfect present. Colour-wise, brand new is our lovely rose pink, which is fantastic.
A gorgeous pink, isn't it? Less than 50 of these remaining now in the pink option. Other colour-wise, let's run you through those colours. The fact that we've even got colours is brilliant, isn't it? Because usually they just come in white.
Yeah.
But then we'll talk about why this pillowcase is so
yeah,
special.
this is superior to any silk pillowcase I bought before Raymond had them. So you've got the choice of the desert, that's the golden sort of champagne colour. You've got the sage, which is the green. The sort of silvery grey blue, that is your Arctic.
yeah.
And then you've got your white option, and then we've got the pink, which is very much brand new and live in the studio. You have got a great discount. When you split the cost, it's only £13.32. That's the first of 3 payments, but it's only that to get it home, and again to try it with that money back guarantee. But we're going to get Raymond to talk you through why this is so superior, perhaps to anything you've bought before as a silk pillowcase. Because Raymond, we do have to be really careful.
Yeah, with pillowcases in particular, there's a lot of inferior and also, sadly, fake silk pillowcases being sold, mainly on the internet. People buy them in good faith. It's a sad thing, Sean. In Britain, this is incredible. The public will probably get a shock when I tell them this. You're allowed to put a silk label on any product, and there can be as little as 10% silk in it.
That's crazy.
10%.
It is so
Now,
wrong.
what they do, Hayley, they get cotton polyester, they polish it so it looks like silk. And to the untrained eye, you can't tell the difference. Now, what's happened recently to me, when I've been doing a live show, one or two people have come up, they've said, do you sell silk pillowcases? I've said, yes. They said, well, could we look at them? And one old lady came up to me just outside Harrogate at a small exhibition in Ripley. And she said, could I see your pillowcases, please? And I did. I gave it to her. And she held them like this. And she said, oh, hold on. She said, your pillowcases, they've got silk on both sides. She said, I bought some recently as a gift for my niece. She said they were £47.50 each. And when they were delivered, they only had silk on one side.
Yep.
So that's the first thing, be careful. If you are buying, especially off the internet, make sure they have silk on both sides. And secondly, read the label. Make sure they are, and the small print in particular, make sure they are not a silk mix. These are made by the official Mulberry Silk Company, right? They are made using long-fibre, AAA grade mulberry silk. Now, people say to me, you know, they say, I've read about these pillowcases. They're absolutely wonderful. They stop your wrinkling, don't they? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to say they stop your wrinkling, but I must be honest. What they do, they don't stop your wrinkling, but they slow the process down dramatically. Unfortunately, nothing will stop your wrinkling. We all wrinkle eventually. Your skin loses its elasticity and you will wrinkle. But in silk, there are 18 amino acids. One of them, a very important one called sericin, slows the process down dramatically. So if you have any member of your family who takes a pride in their appearance, if they want the skin to look wonderful, if they want their hair to look wonderful, there is no static in silk, so it cuts out frizz. And if you have long hair in particular, you don't have to tie it up at night. It really is good. And the final thing I'll mention, and I think this is fabulous, really. I personally don't know of any other company in Britain that have gone to the trouble of doing this. On the inside of the pillowcase, we have sprayed on a very thin layer of cotton. It's almost invisible, you can hardly see it, but I can assure you it's there. Now, compared to silk, even the most expensive cotton is coarse. So when you put the pillow into the pillowcase, you've got cotton against cotton, and it grips, and it keeps the silk on the outside absolutely smooth. So it's smooth as silk at all times. So when you sleep on it, it feels fantastic. And when you're waking up in the morning, you get no tram lines on your face. It really is good. I have no hesitation in saying, if you were lucky enough to find a shop in the United Kingdom selling pillowcases this quality, there will be one or two shops, but there'll be few and far between. You'd pay over £50 for a pillowcase this quality. They're on sale here tonight, this morning, sorry, for £35. The buyers at Shop and TV have done a wonderful job. They're giving you a chance to buy champagne for the price of beer. That's what it boils down to. Buy a couple and enjoy them. The final thing I'll mention, the sericin within the silk, because it's pure, never washes out. And we estimate these pillowcases, if you wash them, cold wash 30 degrees, will last you the best part of your adult life.
How fabulous is that? And what you've got to do is check it out, get it home, try it, use the money back guarantee, and look at the benefits of silk. And remember, you have got the king of silks with that AAA grade mulberry silk. Fantastic gift idea. And hand on heart, both my beautician and my hairdresser said, get a silk pillowcase. And for me, I would not be without.
Now, you haven't got long remaining on our live show. Just choose which colour you want to go for when it comes to your silk pillowcases. So many of those in baskets right now. If you want to make sure you get that new pink colour, that is the lowest in stock. So
Blush
confirm
pink.
your orders.
Blush.
Yeah, beautiful blush
Yeah.
pink.
I have 4 granddaughters from the age of 13 to 21, 22. And when they saw that colour, they'll say, Grandad, please, can we have them?
Yes, please.
They love them. Absolutely love them.
As I say, that's the latest colour and the lowest in stock. So 001108, your item number there. Don't forget your pillow if you've got that in a basket as well. Make sure you check that through. But we've got to give you one last reminder.
We are thundering towards the end of the show. We're thundering towards the end of some of the stock as well. If you have got duvets in your basket, a vast amount of the stock of the duvet now sold out and gone. I think single and Super King, we are super limited stock. You desperately need to check your baskets out. But we are going to run through, in case you have just joined us, the benefits of a silk duvet. A duvet that can truly change the way you sleep, that will work for you all season round. However hot the night is, however cold the night is, you yourself will never be at the wrong temperature under silk.
It's really important to point out, because I think when we do a duvet show at this time of year, when we've had these extreme temperatures, people think, why would I buy a duvet now? But this is the duvet that will work for you now, but it'll also work for you in the depths of winter.
Yeah, you won't be kicking this off now, even on the hottest of nights, because you're overheating. It wicks away moisture. It makes sure you stay at that right temperature. And in the winter, you won't be tucking this duvet under. You won't be getting a blanket to put over your duvet, because through the winter nights, even the coldest of nights, it's going to keep you warm. And you have got a money-back guarantee. It comes with a 10-year warranty, and it's a duvet that's machine washable. And you get it home and try it. But if you want it, you have to check your baskets through, because we are super limited on the single and the Super King, but actually a vast amount of the stock has sold out and gone. So your single, it is limited stock, should be £169. For the show is a special £139. We're down to the very last of the stock, and you can split that cost with PayPal on our website. £47.98, that's the first of 3 payments. Pay that payment, get the duvet delivered to you. It'll be going out, they'll be sorting that from 9 o'clock this morning, and you can try it with your money-back guarantee. If you're buying it for a 5-year-old, they're going to be 15 before the warranties run out. And if it's for a young person, if there are any accidents, machine washable.
Yeah, they all come under the same item number as well, just to remind you, whatever size you're going for. 212998 is that item number. If you want to go for the double, it should be £239. It's got a £60 saving. £179 is what you will pay. And with that PayPal, spreading the cost interest-free with your PayPal account on the website, £61.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments there. The King, massively busy across the board on all sizes, but the King has been exceptionally busy. £259 is our usual price, down to less than £200. And we always say, if you've got a double bed and you want that gorgeous drape over the bed, that extra duvet, so you're not fighting with your partner and it covers the bed beautifully, have a king-size duvet on a double bed. It looks great. That's what we've done here in the studio.
And it's so little extra in cost, especially if you're
extra.
splitting the cost as well with PayPal. Now, the Super King, again, this is limited stock. We're down to the very last of the stock. Should be £279. Our price has been £219, and again you can split that cost on our website with PayPal to £74.65. That's the first of 3 payments. It is now first come, first served. It is now, I'm afraid, your last opportunities for the single and the Super King. Check your basket through with the peace of mind you're trying it. Money back guarantee. Don't forget allergy seal of approval, UK allergy seal of approval. To our knowledge, the only silk duvet in the UK that has that. And if you suffer with allergies, again, get it home, see if it helps you sleep better.
Try it, yeah. We've got all sizes, single through to Super King. We're just hearing upstairs from the gallery, we've got to go back to the pillow.
Our producer doesn't know where to go first.
Where do we go?
She's like, we'll go back to the duvets. The duvets are actually fine. We're going back to the pillows, because the pillows, we were not worried about stock.
No.
Because we had the most stock of the pillows. This was the one thing on the show that we were calm about.
Not
But my
anymore.
goodness, last time we went to it, well over 60% of the stock sold out and
Hundreds
gone.
of you have gone for this already, and we've still got so many in baskets. This is why we're going to give you a quick reminder. If you've just joined us, we often get a surge in our audience later in the show. If you have just joined us, we'll give you a quick reminder of why this pillow is so special. We're approaching, well, hundreds in baskets right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to make sure you get it, check out. And remember, if you're multi-ordering, you only pay one postage.
Yes, which is really good. So get the duvet, get the pillowcase. I said just over 60% of the stock because it was 60 when we left it a moment ago, and it was only a moment ago. It's now 70% of the stock sold out and gone. And we had, oh my goodness, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these. You are absolutely loving it. Raymond, this was from popular demand. You made such amazing quality duvets.
Well,
someone approached you saying, please make a pillow.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, Hayley, you know, pillows, anybody who's involved in the bedding industry will tell you that the hardest thing for a customer to get in any country, not only in Britain, is a decent pillow.
Yeah, I can believe it.
And we can't understand why. I mean, basically, it's reasonably easy to make a decent pillow. What you do, you employ people who are knowledgeable as far as making the product is concerned. Then you give the people who have the knowledge of how to make decent products, you give them top quality fabrics to work with. So the top cover in this pillow is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Now anything over 180 thread count is considered by the bedding industry to be luxury. So the top cover is just wonderful. Now the filling within this pillow, we tell you on the label exactly what's in it. And incidentally, talking about the label, everything we sell, everything, our contact details are on the label. Now we do that for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. 40% of all the sales we get, we go back to the same venues year in, year out. And 40% of all the sales we get are people who have previously been customers, repeat sales. So we want you to know where we live. We guarantee our products. We guarantee to give you your money back if you're not pleased. And that's where you'll find us. Not in some piece of paper that you can put in the bin and don't know where we live. Mm-hmm. This is where we live. And we tell you on this label what's in the pillow. If you were to cut it open, in the middle you have a pocket of fibre. That's to give you comfort for your neck and shoulders. Absolute comfort. All the way around that, layer after layer of AAA grade mulberry silk. Long fibre, each strand over a mile long. AAA grade mulberry, ladies and gentlemen, is considered to be, by the silk industry, the king of silks. That's the word they use to describe it. King, the king of silks. So you have top quality fabrics manufactured by a company with a stellar reputation for quality. You have a money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose by trying it. This one I'm holding is the one I sleep on at home. It's been slept on for 18,000 hours, 6 years, 18,000 hours. Been washed, at least 25 times. Cold wash, 30 degrees, tumble dryer, line dry. Now, although we sell our pillows with a money-back guarantee, we hardly get any returned. And when I say hardly any, in the first 13 months when we started selling them, in Britain, just in Britain, nowhere else, we sold 86,000 pillows and we got 19 returned. Not 19%, 19 individual pillows. Now, you might think, well, is that good or is that bad? Well, the Bedding Association, the professionals, they reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, the percentage it would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%. We get 19 returned. Sean will tell you why.
Because they're brilliant. Simple as that. It is though, isn't it? It's once people have tried it, that comfort straight
Sean,
away.
It's quite simple. Every person within this studio sleeps on this pillow.
Yeah, exactly.
Ask if you're a customer, work it out for yourself.
And as a customer,
A
you can
potential customer.
get it home and try it. You've got a money-back guarantee on a pillow. You never get that on a pillow. How many pillows have you bought and they just haven't worked for you? You've thrown them, you've stuck them in the loft, you've bought another pillow. You've wasted so much time buying them, so much money buying them. Waking up with that funny neck, waking up with that hot, sweaty neck, that wild bed hair because your head has just been too hot. You've been trying to find the cool spot on your pillow. This pillow will work for you all season round, every night of every week of every month, making sure you're never too hot, never too cold. If you suffer with allergies, remember silk. Dust mites don't like silk, and dust mites can create lots of problems for people with allergies. So again, not making any claims. Get it home and sleep on it if you suffer with allergies.
Haley, it's not only that there's a clue in the name, dust. When I die, I turn to dust, and so do the dust mites. But also what passes through their body before they die. Now, in a pillow, or a duvet, at any given time in a pillow, they estimate there's 1 million dust mites.
Oh.
Now, a dust mite, Sean, only lives for 10 weeks, then it dies. Now, so that means the average pillow in a year has 5 million dust mites in it, right? I think it was the New York Times did a survey a few years back, and they reckon the average pillow doubles in weight in 3 years with dead dust mites. Dust. So if you've got any member of your family who's unfortunately got allergies, breathing problems, COPD, anything like that, make sure you get a pillow that's dust mite free.
And again,
that's all I'm saying.
We're not making any claims.
No, I'm not a doctor.
That's it.
No.
All we're saying
Common sense.
is get it home and try it. Why do we have dust mites? What is the point? They only live
thank
for...
you. No, thank you.
And do look up a dust mite. That'll put you off for life.
Oh, no, don't do that now.
Oh, my word.
You won't sleep all night.
And hold your pillow up if it's really heavy and floppy on each side.
Haley, it's funny you mention that. Sean, you've done many exhibitions, so have you, Sean, so have I. Sometimes when I'm at a live show, there comes a point when you're selling to the public when they're standing in front of you.
Yeah.
There comes a point when you have to stop talking and let the public buy the product. And sometimes I have to make my mind up. Do I mention dust mites or do I not? Because sometimes ladies in particular do exactly what you did. They go, oh,
I'm off.
And they actually, Sean, they run away.
Yeah.
And I'm shouting, hold on, there's no dust mites here.
Come back.
This is a dust-free zone.
Dust-mite-free zone. Now, we've got to urge you right now. Got to urge you, whatever you are shopping for, the pillow, hundreds in baskets right now.
And they'll be sent off this morning.
Ready to dispatch. Yeah, Raymond's ready to dispatch
9 o'clock
them.
this morning, they'll start sorting all these orders out. You could be getting these tomorrow. It's very much a 24-hour delivery. So please, even if it's a gift and you want it quick, order it right now. Now, pillow details on your screen right now. It's 654433. It is, again, first come, first served. We had a vast amount of these, but they have been so busy, as they always are. And you do know, if you watch us over, the months, we sell out these time and time again. £40 instead of 60. Grab it and split that cost, of course, with PayPal. If you want the silk pillowcases, we have still at the moment got 4 colour options. No,
still got 5 because we've got the new one. The blush pink is still available.
Which is a great colour.
But it's the lowest in stock and it's the most popular. So if you want to get that gorgeous blush pink, my word, so many of those have gone. The blush pink is right there. If you've got it in a basket, you want to make sure you get it now. £35, $13.32 on your first of 3 interest-free
all
payments.
colour options, double figures. That's all we've got, and we have so many in baskets. Great gift, and go on the internet, look up, is a silk pillowcase good for my skin? Is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? What celebrities insist on sleeping and travelling with silk pillowcases? And then you'll understand why my beautician and my hairdresser advised me to get a silk pillowcase, and a great gift idea for anyone that loves skincare and hair care.
And Mulberry Silk, remember,
yeah,
everything
triple
we're
A
talking
grade.
about.
So we're talking the best of silks as well. King of Silks, 001108, and split that cost. 1332 is the first of 3 payments. And then back to our duvets. If you're awake because you're too hot tonight, we've got the solution. If you don't sleep well in the winter because you're freezing cold, we've got the solution. We have a duvet that will work for you every night of every week of every month of every season, of the hottest of summers, of the coldest of winters. There's machine washable that comes with a 10-year warranty, and that we want you to try with your money-back guarantee.
You can see here, it's a lightweight duvet, but it keeps you so warm in the winter. But it works, as Hayley said, perfectly in those hot summer nights. That's why we're bringing them to you right now. It's perfect right now for these extreme weathers that we're having. It's machine washable. You can put it in the tumble dryer on a low setting, but all you'll need to do is line dry it. It dries really quickly, doesn't it?
It is phenomenal. It's compact. It's really easy to change the duvet cover, but you're seeing it's great for caravanning, glamping, and it is all about that triple A grade, 100%, every bit of silk, 100% triple A grade Mulberry Silk, the king of silks. And that silk is going to work for you, going to work for your partner. If you're like me, going through that time in life that I intended never, well, not never to get there, but it was never going to happen to me in my 50s, but I am going through it. And you go to bed sometimes freezing cold, but then you're burning hot. This is going to make sure it helps to regulate your temperature all night long. If you sleep with a partner and they sleep completely differently to you, they're hot, you're cold, they're hot, it will work for both of you. And for a child, machine washable, any accidents, it's not, and perhaps they're getting up because they're hot and clammy every morning. I'm so hot, Mum, I can't sleep. Perhaps they'll sleep longer. Can't guarantee that, but you've got a money-back guarantee. For whatever reason it doesn't work for you, Raymond, who we've had with us all evening, will actually give you your money back. It's your opportunity to change the way you sleep.
Whatever you've got in your basket, check it out, confirm your orders. We've got to say a huge thank you, as always, Raymond.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raymond.
Always a pleasure to see Raymond. Always a pleasure to have your company as well. But again, confirm those orders. Make sure you get the luxury of silk bedding home to you, maybe by tomorrow.
This will be your pleasure. See you later.